Welcome to the Garage with Evan and Friends. Follow us on Podcast Garage on Instagram. You heard of it? Get us on YouTube.
Heard of Podcast Garage or heard of Instagram?
Either.
Okay.
If you heard of one, you heard of the other. Go on YouTube so you can get a look at what we look like in the flesh. Get a look at what the garage looks like. I update. I'm usually like an episode behind. Is what I am. I had plenty of time to upload Trolls. I just didn't do it. I just didn't do it. Didn't have the time. Had plenty of time. ManCaveComplex.com. Get some of our shirts. Guys, we're almost sold out. So, I mean...
Get on them.
Get on them. There's only so many left.
Tell you what, I got that military green.
Ooh.
The sweatshirt with the hood. The sweatshirt has a hood.
Dude, China don't want
To our
none.
guests. I don't want to ruin
China
it.
don't want none. To the left, as always, Mr. Ryan Rickus.
What's up?
And across from us, finally... Carmen Sandiego has finally made it after racing his motorcycle up and down the street so many times that we finally invited him in for a full episode. You might have heard him on Rob Rickus's Part 2 episode. My neighbor, my friend, my ex-co-worker, an ex-captain in our spring league.
Ex-captain.
That's how everybody really knows him, the ex-captain of our spring league.
Oh, is that the guy who
two-time loser in the finals, Captain.
He's actually... He's in the record books for having the worst team in spring league history. I think he went 0-12 with 5 forfeits. Mr. Joe Wagner.
Dude, you started so hard with the intro and then lost it.
With the 5 forfeits?
Yeah.
They were like, is anybody here early from another team can get on his team and play? Puma, turn your shirt inside out.
Hey, you think
Dude,
one of your guys can come play for my team?
The Pacific Blue team was a tough year, and I always like to give the entire description of our color.
The butter was the worst jersey I've ever seen in my life.
Do you have a butter color T-shirt?
No, it doesn't
That's
even
why I
fit
picked
you.
it. No, it's huge. It's actually on my couch right now for some reason.
It's one of the,
found it in
it's
my
a
trunk
throw
the other-
blanket.
Found it in my trunk the other day. It's enormous.
One of those throw blankets.
It's so big on me.
So I've been drinking a lot of water recently, and
Cool. Good,
no,
dude.
good,
Nah,
stay
nice.
hydrate.
Nah,
I'm
good.
just
They
pissing
say
out the
that's good for
fat.
your skin.
Pissing out the fat. I've been fucking glowing. My skin's a little dry. It's the winter.
Water and carrots.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You look like shit.
Thank you. And great. I'm down 12 pounds. I was 238. I'm currently 227-ish.
Nice.
Something like-
And what was your goal?
I just need to get under 220 by the start of the league. I'm running Broad Street. I got in Broad Street. That's May 3rd.
What do you got to do to get in Broad Street?
Nothing.
Just send in your
Literally
email.
nothing.
Yeah, no, it's not like it's not a.
But isn't it like a lottery or
It's
something like
definitely
that?
a lottery. It's
Yeah,
the
but you
biggest
don't qualify
10K.
for it.
No.
You could be so fat and get in Broad Street.
You are so fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not the Boston
That's
Marathon.
why it's not super competitive. It's also slightly like it's a negative 0.5
Joe, what's your problem?
downgrade the entire time.
Joe, what's your problem? Why are you coming in here all hot? I'm just
No,
saying I
it's
got
a
into
good-
Broad
I-
Street.
I'm saying it's a
What's your
good-
fucking- I didn't say I was competing for a fucking medal.
I'm not a marathon runner, but it's a good beginner run. If you want to run more than like 2 miles, you're like, all right, I want to try a distance run. Broad Street's your go.
Yeah, other than any of the Spartan races, it's the only run I've ever done. Anyway, got into that, so it'd be nice.
And you did it last year.
Yeah, I did do it
Last year was your first year?
Yeah, it was the first year I ever ran anything.
What'd you
other
run
than
it?
Spart-
What'd you run it in last year? About?
Hour 41-ish.
Okay, what's your
Hour
goal?
41.
Do you think you'll beat that this year? Like, how much
You gotta
training
go
did
hour
you do
40.
last year?
You got to go for an hour 40.
Yeah, I mean, if I went 141 or 142, I mean, under 140 would be nice.
Do you think you were in better shape last year?
Probably.
Okay, so the
At
goal
this
is to
point.
basically just
Yeah.
beat your last year's time.
Yeah, well, I was like I haven't been 238 in a long time. So losing that weight, I might feel better.
How long were you 238 before you stepped on a scale and found out? Like,
I
did you step on a
knew-
scale every day?
No, but I knew once.
So you were like, you looked down and whew.
Right
of
around
Strombolis.
right around Thanksgiving, I knew I was heavy.
How many French fries did I have?
No.
Around Thanksgiving to like that holiday to like Christmas, I knew I
Mm.
was, because your pants start fitting different and shit. You're like, ooh, Your underwear starts.
And you can see,
my
I can see
underwear
it in my
was folding
face.
over.
I don't even
was
wear a
like,
belt
no.
anymore.
I was like, oh no.
I was folding over.
Yeah.
I can see it in my face. I'm like, damn, man, I'm getting fat.
You fluctuate too?
Oh,
how
for
much,
sure.
How much do you think you fluctuate on a
It's
day?
all my
I was thinking about
hits.
this the other day. I don't fluctuate. Physically, I don't bloat.
Yeah.
No, like, I don't think I've gained less or more in a 10-pound ratio in the last 7 or 8 years.
Dude, I can fluctuate a couple pounds in a day.
Oof.
Like, I'll wake up in the morning and weigh myself. Like,
What does the office eat for lunch?
I
All lo
don't.
mein.
Yeah.
Lo mein's so good.
I don't
So
eat lunch at my work. So
Oh.
I work 4 minutes away from my house.
Oh,
So talk to you later.
lo mein at home.
I'm gonna go home.
I feel like Miller High Life had some. I was on a real big Miller High Life kick. I feel like that added some extra calories.
Right, and that's what I was drinking for lunch. So that'll do it.
Definitely the high life.
It had to be the High Life.
But
baby.
like I'll weigh myself in the morning one day, and one day I'll be like 184, and the next day I'll be like 191, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Do you have a scale in your bathroom?
Yeah.
They say not to do that. They all say that.
Yeah, who's that?
Was-
I actually have
The
a doctor's.
influencers?
I have a doctor's scale in my basement.
Oh yeah, like the one you step on and you gotta
Well,
knock
my,
it over
my mom's
to the
a
left
nurse,
or
and
to
when
the right.
when her last office closed, they had like 6 of them. She's like, "Do you want one?" I was like, "Yeah,
Is
definitely."
it like don't keep it in your bathroom because the tile floor is not good, or just because you weigh yourself too much?
No, like picture an ugly 5-foot tall doctor scale. You don't want that in your fucking bathroom.
Oh well. Well,
Like,
of course
but
I
you
wouldn't
said-
want
you
that.
Literally,
said
the
I
one you
shouldn't
step at the
put-
gym where you're knocking the things over. That's what I have in my basement.
Well, no, you said don't keep a scale in your bathroom.
Oh, because you're gonna walk in there every day and be like, "Oh, I just peed. What do I weigh now?"
Well, you kind of want to. Well, I understand that, but you want
Right,
to
I
keep
do it at the
yourself
same
a little
time.
bit of accountable too.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll do it at the same time, like because it's one thing like if you weigh yourself in the morning, and then the next day you weigh yourself after breakfast, and the next day you weigh yourself after
Yeah,
you took
you gotta
like
do
a
it the
huge
same
shit,
time
like
every time. Yeah.
it's gonna fluctuate.
I mean, for me, it's a little different because I'm like genetically I'm thin, so I'm never gonna be like, "Oh my god, I'm 230." Like it's never.
Right.
I just know that I'm not.
Yeah, you'll
20.
never get to 230
No.
unless you just.
The heaviest I've ever been in my entire life was 192, and I was just eating supplements that
There you go.
don't exist anymore.
There you go.
For a good reason.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you what, I would have failed a test. If I was in the NFL, I would have failed.
Would have made it though
Fuck it.
at that point.
No, but
Um,
either way, it's just Broad Street anyway. Jesus Christ.
Shut up, dude. No one cares.
All right,
Tangents, bro. Tangents.
And
No, but so you think that you were in better shape last year? So your goal is
I
to
was
just
lighter.
your goal is to just beat last year.
Yeah, but it's also cool too because like it gives you something to look forward to.
Mhm.
Right.
You got the league coming up, and then you got that coming up. We got weddings coming up. We got Denver and all that shit. So it's just the baby. I'm not gonna blame it on the baby, but like you get sidetracked and shit. So it's all of a sudden you're just eating. People are bringing over hoagie trays and shit, and you're just like,
Right. Plus you're worried about the baby, so you're
Yeah.
like, I'm not.
People brought you hoagie trays for the
for
baby?
sure.
Sorry, I didn't go out and meal prep because
the
I have
first-
a baby to
The
handle.
first the
so-
first couple weeks of having a baby, people bring over food all the time. Chelsea's parents brought over like 6 Motorbrook hoagies. I was eating fucking cold cuts. I was cutting the mold off the cold cuts. There were so many, like I couldn't even. And then like my
You
mom
have
would
to,
bring
though. The cold cuts are still
the
good. Just
the
breast
wings
bit.
and just whatever. And then the holidays come, you get caught up. Guys, eating is one of the best pleasures
Food is so good.
in the
It's
world.
so good.
Like
So-
you is so understandable why people get heavy. Food is a glorious treat.
I had an experience with this last night actually, and I like told myself I was like I earned it. Like I worked out really hard.
When you have to tell yourself you
yesterday.
earned it, you know you're going hard.
Yeah. So
Sometimes I don't earn it, and I'm like, you earned this. And like, for what? Watching TV? Yeah.
couldn't sleep
do
yesterday
push-ups
morning.
Eat this
I-
ice cream.
I woke up like the sun wasn't even up yet. I watched like 2 motivational videos, ready to run through a fucking brick wall for
There you
no
go.
reason. Went on a long run, got home, whatever. Went to the gym later on because I have nothing to do. And I was like, you know what? I burned so many calories. I should fucking reward myself. Ordered Domino's delivery to my house.
Nice.
The
I love it
problem
already.
with first off, Domino's delivery app, they need to design all apps because everything about it, I was just watching it,
Easy.
baking your meal, checking your meal. Dom's on his way. You can track Dom with the GPS as he's driving down the road. Literally knew when he was going to arrive out
It's
front
an
of my house.
Uber.
So the app itself is phenomenal.
Why is Dom going the wrong way? Call Dom. He's going the wrong way.
But long story short, point of the story is that I thought I was going to enjoy the personal pizza, the 12-inch or 14, I think it was a 14-inch, and cheesy bread by myself. I got not even halfway through and was literally on my floor in front of the TV. I was looking around because I wonder if you guys talk to yourself as much as I talk to myself when I'm by myself.
No, you're super lonely.
just complaining, like, oh my God. like Domino's poisons their cheese. They poison it. Like I'm in so much pain right now because
I'm lactose intolerant.
It was the heaviest thing I've ever eaten in my entire life.
This is made with heavy cream.
Also finished the rest of it at 7 a.m. when I woke up this
yeah.
morning.
See, that's what I was gonna say. I think that's part of the problem with what I'll do. Like, I'm like, there's only like one left.
I can't stop.
There's only one left.
Yeah.
There's only 2 left. Like, what am I? Two's not gonna two slices
I'm not gonna
from Domino's.
eat this tomorrow.
I'm not gonna eat it tomorrow. Might as well just finish it now. And it's like, as you're eating it, you're like, this is a bad idea. And you just keep eating.
I'm disgusted right now thinking about last night.
I am the 5th deadly sin, glutton.
Good movie though.
Great.
But it's in the box. It's like, I feel like I need somebody sometimes to just be like, I don't care what you say, you're not eating that. And you're like, but I'm not gonna say. What am I gonna do? Save it?
You can't let it get cold.
I'll just eat it. No, you're not fucking eating it. Shut up.
Nah,
okay.
You gotta wrap it.
Yeah, but like when I get in the mode, it's so easy to like. It's crazy. I'm like, how come I can't? I'm so easy. Like I do have the discipline. I can just stop. Like I can just cut it all off.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Like once I'm in the mode, because like you lose like your first 5-6 pounds, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, let's go.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the schedule's lining up now. Chelsea's starting a new job, and like I can get to the gym, dude. It's like this is fucking great. First of all, when you go to the gym, you feel like you can eat anything anyway. You're just like, oh fuck, I'm never mind. I'm bulking now. Fuck cutting. I'm bulking.
All these calories are going right to my muscles.
Yeah. But like once you get in a groove,
no, if you eat it within 30 minutes of your workout, it's basically protein.
It's the best time to eat it.
Yeah.
So your body's using everything you're eating.
But once you,
it's basically protein.
Chocolate is abs.
Yeah. Once you get in your like rhythm though, it's fucking you're golden.
Right.
Like it's so easy to just shut shit down.
I'm gonna do this.
That's what I'm saying. It goes both ways.
Hey
yeah.
guys, let's do a shot of our sponsor. We're halfway through the pallet.
Here's
right
to
now.
Screwball.
Do you know how to ask Ennis? I was like, "There's no way these fuckos are actually sponsored by Screwball, right?" And he was like, "No," and I was like, "Oh, all right, good."
Dude.
How dare you?
We'll cut that out. Don't worry about it.
Could you not say that off air? We're on the air.
That's so pale.
That's so pale.
Well, I was astonished.
Could you imagine? If I was sponsored by Screwball, you'd have like 3
You
in your
guys
mailbox.
talk about it so confidently.
You'd have 3 in
There'd
your
be
mailbox.
a pallet out back.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a pallet in my house right now.
Yeah. Dude, it's so
big
good.
fan.
It's so good. It's just such a good treat to go. It's
Who said that they couldn't find it?
Richie and Chris.
Did you let them know that
Esquire
you found
had
it
They
real
told me to
easily?
buy 3 bottles, and I drank their bottles. So.
They didn't come over to pick it up, so.
Well, I figured that was going to happen.
I brought that bottle over tonight, and I got another one in my house to take its place.
Yeah, we'll finish that.
Yeah.
Again, what are you gonna do? Take it home? No, I'll just finish it. Don't worry about it.
Great story.
Same thing with Domino's Pizza.
I had a surprise visit from one of our friends. I'm not going to say his name or anything. He just got. He's a little bit older, and I'll tell you. I'll write it down.
Is his name Jerry?
It's a good one though. But so he currently got a new job. He's an older police officer. I don't know what made him want to become it at this. Whatever, life dream. That's not the point. I don't care about his life. So I'm just gonna give you the story.
I don't care about his life.
So he goes on. He's so out of the loop that it's hilarious. That's why the story is so funny. So he goes up to a domestic.
The password
and
is.
He goes to a domestic. 2 gays. So that's 2 men, and I can imagine how
Get the cameras.
2 men domestic gets a little aggressive compared to a guy and a girl. Because obviously, I mean, not calling out girls or anything. For the most part, the guy has upper hand. The guy usually beats the shit out of the girl.
For the most part, right.
It's not good. Well, girls are aggressive too, because sometimes the guy wants to be like, no, and the girl's
right. Johnny
I'm not
Depp.
going to stop
no?
your story right now. I have 5 homosexual domestics on the top of my head that are like sticking out to me. Yeah, they're aggressive, but continue.
So, but that's not the point of the story. So they're breaking up. Ron's still kind of new, but he's not. His job has nothing to do. Oh shit! We'll bleep that out.
I didn't even catch on to it.
What the fuck?
Whatever.
I was like,
his
what
name's
the
Ron.
fuck?
Whatever.
Whatever. We'll bleep it out.
We're gonna give his social security number where he works.
Anyway, we'll
It's fine.
bleep it. We'll bleep that out. But what I'm saying is, he's not caught up to the slang. Even when he worked with me and Joe, where we used to work, he was like probably, what, 27 when he started, but he was so out of the loop. He was like an old man.
He was 40 when he was 27.
Yes. So either way, he's not up to date with his
Anything.
shit. So he's sitting there, breaking up the situation, and one guy's inside, the other guy's outside, and he's getting his report from the one guy. And,
so curious.
And he's
where
sitting,
this is going
and he's sitting there
right now.
talking to the guy, what happened here and there. and the dude's like kind of flirting with him. He's like, oh my god. He said, "You're a bear." That's what the gay guy says to.
I'm the red panda.
Yeah, this is what the gay gentleman says
red
to so and so, and he's sitting there and he doesn't register with what bear means in the gay community.
Mm-hmm.
So he's sitting there. He's like, and he's sitting there and he's telling me the story. He's sitting there. He's like, I'm pausing in my head. He's like, I don't know what he's talking about. So the only thing I can think to say in response is like, "No, sir, I'm a Libra."
Even gayer. Even gayer. They're not compatible this month.
What don't you get? I'm a Libra.
Oh,
Dude,
shoot.
So and he's still new, so he's with another officer, and the other officer's looking at him like,
Oh, fire this guy.
he's like, huh?
This guy's not passing this.
So like whatever the
He turned-
situation happens, and then as they're walking to the car or anything, his whatever you want to call it, Joe, you would know, but superior officer or whatever you want to,
His FTO.
FTO.
Field training officer.
his FTO looks at him. He's like, did you not know what was going on in there? He's like, no. So and so.
He asked me my sign, I think.
Yeah. So and so. He's like, no, I don't even know what the hell a bear is. What was he talking about? He's like, he was flirting with you. He's like, what's wrong? He's like, well, what the freaking bear? Like, I'm like, dude, I'm like, you don't know shit, dude. I'm like, seriously, your response was, no, sir, I'm a Libra. I said, you probably made that dude's dick so soft, like, and
No,
he was just
hard.
really?
Questionably.
I mean, Ron basically said
Down
I'm
and up.
gay as well.
Right.
Yeah, I guess.
What is that a response a straight man would make? No, I'm going to respond with what zodiac sign I
sign.
am and what my horoscope is this month. No, Ron was basically like, hit me up when this is all over.
Oh shit.
Ron,
Here's my
yeah,
card.
Give his name like
Get
9
my,
times.
Yeah, get my badge number on my way out.
Again,
Hey, good.
Anyway, he told me.
if we just stop mentioning his name, that'd be great.
It really, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter.
There's nothing that matters about that.
We should get a bleep app.
Are you writing it down to bleep that?
Some of it.
Really?
Yeah, just in case. I don't want to say his name.
Anyway, but he
Yeah,
told
but
me.
that's.
we came into it not wanting to say.
First
his
of
name.
all,
I don't know where he works.
I don't know if he's listening or not, but if he is,
How do you work this podcast thing?
he came over to my house and I was just laying on the floor, just like I got home from work and I was just laying on the floor watching YouTube. I am so good at wasting time. It's unbelievable.
Nobody's
how good I am
better.
at wasting
Swear to God.
time. So I got home and Chelsea has a new schedule now, so she's home before me, and so it's cool. It's working out. She's had a tough time adjusting to the new job, but most people do. And either way, she's home and she's like, all right, I'm gonna go pick. Since I drop off the baby now, she picks up the baby. She's like, all right, what are you going to be doing when I'm gone? I was like, I don't know. And I'm already on the floor laying there
Yeah.
watching YouTube, getting ready.
I'm stretching.
Watching, like, I've been going through Live PD, like the best of something county, Florida, something. Dude, it's so great. I love Live PD.
Live PD is a good show.
It's great. I go between like
Broward
that,
County. Very good.
the herd, and other shit. But so I'm sitting there on the
And
floor.
once you get on YouTube, YouTube's like, we'll take it from here. Don't
Dude,
worry about
done.
it.
God.
The video's not even over and they're already playing a new one.
The worst when you get a 20-minute good video. Like, oh,
Yeah, well, that's all the
Guess I'm-
best
guess I'm
of. They're all
clocked
20
in.
minutes. I'm like, dude, I just went through like an hour and 40 minutes. So
And you're
I'm
like,
sitting there-
there's no way I'm making it through this whole 20-minute video, and then another one starting. You're like, oh, that
the worst,
quickly?
you have one on deck. You're like, as soon as this is over, I'm going to swipe down and open the next one that I saw right before I started.
Oh, I
this
can't
one.
wait. And but it was nice out. What was that, Thursday or Wednesday? So I had the door open, the screen door open, and I'm sitting there right in front of the steps. The breeze is hitting
Oh, it was
me.
like 60 degrees,
Oh,
right?
it was fucking beautiful. And I'm sitting there just like on the floor, just whatever. And all I hear like
Why are you laying on the floor?
it's comfortable.
I
don't
love the
know.
floor. Oof.
You got,
What-
a,
what
nice,
I did-
you got a nice big couch,
Yeah,
right?
but,
Floor
I'm
life feels
dirty.
nice
I'm dirty
sometimes.
from work.
For your
So I'm
back?
just on the floor. I have my dirty work
You
clothes
probably
on.
have an ergonomic chair in your office, so you probably don't know about it. But if you do manual
Standing
labor
desk,
sometimes,
dude.
He's got a
Standing
standing
desk.
Oh, do you really?
Press the button, it goes up. Press
You-
the button, it goes down. I
Oh,
don't
it's
know what to tell you.
electric too.
Yeah.
He wears
Jesus
shape up
Christ.
Skechers too.
Do you have one of the
Oh,
under your
sure.
desk like footsteppers?
No, the guy
Sits on a yoga ball.
another guy in my office has the full
I hate you and everyone you work with. You don't even need to finish this.
like chair, like you sit in it, and it's the full the full setup. I mean, I didn't buy it. I don't know what to say.
Oh God.
I'm so glad I don't work in an office.
All right. Anyway,
And he,
like,
like-
have your,
Like,
you're laying
Rick,
on your floor.
Rick makes
like a
so
normal
much more
human.
money than me,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
don't even care.
Way smarter, way
I
more
don't
money.
even fucking care.
Will retire
If I walk
and
into
his
an
body
office-
will like be in way better shape.
And see the dude fucking bouncing on a fucking yoga ball with like a wrist guard on. So
Oh
he
yeah,
doesn't get
yeah.
carpal tunnel.
We got the seats with the ball, like the
Oh,
yoga.
God.
Is it a yoga ball? I don't know.
guess.
Those big like that you can sit on. so that you have to sit straight with your back. I'll tell you, there's a lot that goes into it because you're
a bunch
sitting
of blue
down.
light sunglasses.
Yeah, they
so
say
You're
looking at the
sitting
screen.
down
sitting
all
is the new
fucking
cancer,
day.
man. You can't sit.
You're sitting down all
Don't
fucking day.
keep
like
your
it's-
wallet in your back pocket. Your hip will be on the line.
No,
Yeah.
everyone learned that from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
George,
Slipping discs.
I don't even know where I was at.
who cares? I don't give a fuck.
You were laying on your floor, and then all of a
Oh,
sudden,
and then all of a sudden I hear a knock on the door. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And the door's literally 5 feet from me. I'm like, what? And like, I'm at him. I'm like, what? He's like, hey, man. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, by the way, this gentleman who we've said his name 19 times lives, I don't know,
Not close.
at least
No,
5
near you.
miles.
Right near
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, but like 15-minute drive.
Yeah, for sure. It's like
He's like, oh, I was
it's
in
like
the neighborhood.
6.7 miles
I was in
or
the
something like that.
neighborhood.
Not like I live, I don't know, 8 houses away from Ev. Like, I'd be in the neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah, no, Joe's in the neighborhood because I throw a football to his house.
Right. Well, Vortex, not
Well,
like a
I mean,
full-size football.
there's a big store around us, but all that
Vortex,
stuff.
three throws get you to my door.
He's like, oh, I was in the neighborhood. I'm like,
We should test that out.
Yeah, way more than 3, I think.
no, I don't think so.
I feel like you can throw a Vortex further than you actually
As
can.
the bird flies, or do we have to go down the street and then make a left?
No, like, all right, so
Like,
No,
can
no,
all
you
right,
got to
no,
go down the
dude,
street and make a left.
Dude, I said we try this and
I have
we videotape
I have
it.
a shit arm. Dan Ennis, great arm.
Oh.
I'm saying Dan probably 5 throws.
Dan can do it in 3.
2
We
to
can
get
do
to
it
the
in 5.
corner, and then 3 to get to my house. 5.
I think
Can we do
I'm
the
gonna
Whistler one now?
I'm taking the under.
All right, no, what's your
I'm
over
taking the
under
under.
for Vortex throws to your house?
Me throwing it?
No, Dan, you just said 5.
No, no,
Dan
no, no,
5,
no,
Dan
me,
5.
Me. Because you can't bet on yourself. Because then you can just...
More than
Everybody knows that from Pete Rose.
Yeah. How many throws to get to your house of Vortex?
I think 5's
From
a
the
good
bottom of
over
your driveway?
over under number.
From the bottom of my driveway.
Right. Well, whatever's out of the way of this, you have a big tree out front. Whatever's out of the
That's
way
all
of
right.
this big tree.
It's like
6.
golf. It's a par 5. It's like golf.
No,
I
but
can get it there.
But the thing is, if the bottom of your driveway still has this tree in front of it, you have to throw it to the side. Then there's a
And-
house there.
No,
And the,
I-
so
the
whatever's-
the tree's not an issue.
The ball has to land in my property. Like
in
anywhere.
your driveway.
Yes.
Anywhere. In
The
the
ball has to
property.
land in your driveway.
6 throws.
Okay.
See, I'm taking the under.
I'm taking the under. Because I can throw it
Guess we're
from
buying
my...
a Vortex tomorrow. I'm off.
Yeah,
Right.
I think we're gonna videotape this too. So I can throw it
Just
from
like we videotaped
the kicking thing.
the pump pass and kick competition.
So I can throw the ball from my driveway if I can get it close to that dude's big wall. And then from that dude's, so it would be 2 to that corner. And then I only have to get it 3 to your driveway.
See, the thing is, I think it's not going to be a full 6, but I don't think 5's doing it for you. So that counts as a 6th throw.
right.
Yes, it
so
does.
yeah, 5. You're saying 5.5 is the over under basically.
6 throws.
Right.
So 5.5.
Yeah.
Over.
So if I did it in 6,
You win.
so do you want to make it 5.5 so that there's a
Well, then what? You can't classify what a half is. You can't give half strength or give
no?
half
So
throw.
5 I win, 6 you lose. 5 I win, 6 you win. You know what I mean? So it's like
I don't
because if you
gamble,
say
but
if you
sounds
say
good.
6, if you
I
say 6, and I do it in 6,
If he releases
then we
the ball,
just push.
he has to release the ball 6 times from his hand to get to my property.
Right. So if
I think I can do it in
does
5.
that, if he does it in 6, then you guys tie. So that's why I was saying 5.5. Where if he
Especially
does it
because
in
I can
6,
throw
you
it any
win.
way I want.
You win if he does it
Like,
in
because
5.
if I
he
get it
wins.
to that yard, if I get it to that dude's fence, or like that big wall thing that he's got built, I'm going to throw it over his wall and over his house and try to cut that in half.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was gonna say. So
That is a variable I did not take into account, and good strategy.
here's
Because I'm
what
not
you
throwing
need.
it to the corner. I'm throwing it,
Right.
you know what I mean,
So that's what
sideways.
that's
so
what I
if
was
I can
gonna
throw
say.
it over his fence and over his house,
Ooh,
and that cuts like 20 to 30 feet.
See that half, that might make it 5.
Yeah.
So here's
But-
what I was gonna
And
say.
then that's another 3
if
to your
you-
driveway.
So I can't picture the tree out there right now. Don't fuck up.
Yeah, no.
So
no.
here's what I was gonna say. So from
People are
Ev's
probably
house.
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's why I was gonna try to explain it.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
from Ev's
Google Maps
house,
Street View, people.
Ev's on the corner.
Uh-huh.
So next to his house, you'll drive down. What is there, like 3 houses or so
Maybe, yeah.
before
Probably
a
three.
left-handed
three
turn?
or 4.
Before a left-handed turn
Yeah.
towards on Joe Street, which is
And
what
Joe's
5
house is
houses away?
No.
7?
6.
6?
what? 6, yeah.
No. 5? No.
All right, if we would have
6.
if we were to do a tape measure, Joe's house is probably 1,000 feet.
Oh, that's way harder for me to understand than how many
Yeah.
houses. I
But-
have no idea.
but
What, should we
theoretically-
do kilograms?
Hold on. Theoretically, it's 3
What
houses
year
this
is
way,
it?
3 houses this way, and then 6 houses down, essentially.
Sure.
About.
You only have
So-
3 essentials left, so be careful. You get 4 per episode.
So, if you're able to throw it to a point that you can cut that corner, cut that left-handed turn,
Strategy, Pop.
you're
so
definitely
you
coming
might,
in
you
under
might have
6.
to short arm your first throw in order to line up your second.
I have to throw my
'Cause
first
if
throw
you-
at his fence.
If you gun your first throw, this is the dumbest conversation.
That's
I
right.
love
If
it.
you-
I fucking love it.
If you gun your first throw down the street, you're going to be
No, I
behind
can't.
that tree.
No,
Let's take the microphones outside and look.
I'm throwing my first ball from my driveway to his fence,
We can pee out there. It'd be great.
and then over the fence and over the house, and then from there I have 3 to get to your driveway. That's golden.
I think it's still slightly further than you think.
And then
it
if
is.
I get
I
even
love it. 5.5 is the line.
And if I get closer, I'm fucking winging it at your garage door. I'm fucking gonna let it. I'm gonna let it fly.
What's the oldest window here
Yeah.
you got, Joe? Because I'm going for
I'm
it.
going for your siding hard.
I have two old ones that need to be replaced upstairs. Actually.
There you go. That's your aim.
Either way,
Been looking
Single.
for a reason.
I'm a
They're
Libra.
the old single pane windows.
Yeah, been looking for a reason.
either way, I'm a Libra.
I love it.
Fantastic.
So I can't wait until the break to go out and look at it and just see.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
Scout
walk
it
out,
out.
come back in freezing.
Yeah, that's the downside because I wish that
It is 20 degrees out.
it was like 60 where this was open
Now hold on, you get
and we could just walk out real quick.
you guys, since I can only catch you two off guard because it's in my brain. You get 5 seconds to tell me regular size football. How many throws? 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, I was gonna
2,
say like 8,
1.
9. Yeah,
Yeah, 9.
Oh, I think you're.
it's way
vast-
harder.
I think
it's
you're
way harder.
I'm not good at
overestimating
I'm
yourself.
not good at throwing a football.
I think it's probably double digits for sure.
A baseball.
It probably is. I was
a
trying to be
baseball you
nice.
can launch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice. It
I'm not
probably
real
is.
good at a football. The vortex is a
You
built-in
can grip
spiral.
it. Yeah.
Oh, I love the Whistler.
That's the
the
best.
blue and orange one.
What else you guys want to talk about?
I
other
can't.
than
I
our
can't wait.
neighborhood?
So I did want to talk about my Uber ride over here.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I want
So,
to hear about that. You
It is a
It's-
Friday
You
night.
didn't prep me. Other
Just
than saying
got
I was talking
paid.
Is it? I mean, the song goes a little bit different,
I think it does.
about.
but it was a little bit of a
I got confused.
remix.
I
It
got
was a remix.
confused. I'll be honest. I'm not scared to admit when I fail. Ask Chelsea. She knows.
Yeah, kind of like who sings the A N
Oh,
A?
dude, did you see that? I put that on Instagram.
Yeah,
It was so funny.
And then I was like, I
Oh
definitely
no, I
feel
sent
like
you guys
it.
it.
I was like, I
Yeah.
definitely feel like it was Fergie.
Well,
Then I
there
looked
was-
it up and I was
there
like,
was a little comment-
definitely not, you fucking idiot.
That's one of like the songs that I would stood hard on. Like I know that's Gwen Stefani.
Well, there was a little controversy.
Kate was like, I was listening to it in the car. I was screaming at the radio. I
Well,
was
there
like,
was
no,
a little
it's fair.
controversy
It's
because I
fair,
was going to
I'm
put
an
it on
idiot.
Instagram, but I literally cut it off right where I say the word retard, and I was like, I don't know if that's what I want to put out there. And it's not the most sensitive word. Like if we were listening to the podcast, it's
Everything
all
in context.
It's all in context. But if I just put like our Instagram, not everybody listens to the podcast. They kind of just follow. So, dude, but who's these assholes? And they just hear me saying retard. Like,
It's
Right.
kind of like when I hear you guys talk about like who would be charged with something or how the criminal justice system works, and I'm just like, you guys.
That's not how it works at all.
Not at all.
Joe, I know you're a
Not
cop,
at
but I've been watching SVU for so long.
Yeah.
So
So does
You know,
everyone else who
listen, hey.
every other call I get during the night watches SVU as well, and they tell me how it works.
between Ice-T and Live PD, I know it all.
I know way more than you. I'll tell you that.
And I know Ice-T's got a hot ass wife named Coco.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anywho,
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Yeah. Tell us first. Can we get the name of the driver?
Julio.
Do I need the beginning of the story?
Can
Because
you give me
that's the key.
Julio's general
No.
weight? Because
He's a big boy.
Yeah, I knew
I'd
it.
say probably
I knew that.
probably at least 2 later.
Evan just took a hard stab to his hip. Trying to go to the bathroom real quick.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh!
Why would you go this way?
I don't know, but I should have done the same move because I gotta go too.
Go ahead.
So,
Well, I can't stand. I gotta hear the beginning.
so
Just hold on. Just pause it. Just pause it. Because it's going to be a long story, I can tell.
I only tell long stories. I'll tell you that.
You're on the air.
Back. We all peed.
So-
What happened to your Uber?
Well,
We all had to go
half hour
drain our little. How you doing?
Okay, so I got
Uber
picked
driver.
up to come over here by Julio in Toyota Sienna,
Sure.
which is a minivan. And he had the whole place decked out. You know what I mean? He opened the door and it was all blue lights.
Welcome
he's
to
got
Cash
the
Cab.
Yeah, he's got the
God,
That was a good show.
What's the guy's name?
I don't know, but he's funny.
Bill.
Oh, so. There's a gas can.
Bill.
That's fun.
Something. Bill with a B. Double
Did I
B.
see Bill Nye at the
The worst when you got a lifeline, you got a complete fucking moron on the side of the street. You were like, God damn it.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know, man. The Yankees.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Like, we're looking for an NBA team. Thank you.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the father
so
of modern science for sure.
he has it all decked out. He's got the lift sign in the front. It's like orange, and all the inside lights are blue, and he's got the
Reaching for a
signs.
good tip, basically.
Exactly. He's got the
Yeah.
signs and
Fucking
the
good tip.
candy and all that kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. But I get in the car, and My Heart Will Go On is on.
Hell
Celine
yeah.
Dion. I don't know if you guys ever heard the song,
Singing it.
but it's the
theme.
theme song of the Titanic.
greatest movie
Yeah,
ever
I'm
made.
singing it. I can play that on the
Yeah.
saxophone, or I used to be able to 10 years ago.
Wherever you are, I will be.
It's good on the saxophone too. I'm telling you.
I'm sure it is.
Sixth
yeah.
grade, murdered it.
I thought it was
Saxing
the
it up.
recorder the girl kills it
First
on.
chair, saxophone player.
So I got in the car and I heard that and like let it go for a minute,
So good.
and I was like, "Oh, you got the slow jams going on," and he's like, "Huh." I was like,
No, I
"Oh,
lost my
okay,
ex-wife to
nah."
a boat accident, so I figured.
So
I was like-
Julio's
I was
jams
like, nah,
and
I'll
his
talk
car
to you
did not
later.
match his personality.
I was like, "No, I'll talk to you later. Don't worry about it." So I didn't say a word the rest of the way because he was not having the fact that I just mentioned slow jams. And as we're driving, he's like singing a little bit. He's like,
Yeah,
"Far
no.
away."
I would have made it if I didn't tear my ACL.
Yeah, love it.
So, whatever. He's got this station on. I'm thinking that like it mixes in some slow jams, and then it's gonna like go back to like regular music. No, next song, "Unbreak My Heart."
Tony Braxton, very nice.
Say
You
you
love
love
me
me again.
What
So-
else? Anybody?
so,
anybody know the next
anything
line?
Disney, basically.
So I'm
what's the
thinking-
Lion King song?
I'm thinking, if I'm hammered and it's 2:00 in the morning, oh my goodness, am I
Best
going
ride ever.
crazy in this this
$50
car?
tip. $50
Yeah,
tip.
at least.
Yeah.
I'm singing in the back. Unbreak my heart.
What's the Lion King song? I can't think of it now.
I decided long
Phil
ago
Collins. What's the
to
song?
never to walk in anyone's shadows.
If I fail, if I succeed,
I
can't
have
take
my
away
dignity.
my dignity. But no, the
We
next
lost
song.
her. Hey, we lost her too soon.
The next
Houston.
song. The next song.
Yeah.
I swear
Oh yeah, good.
by the moon and
Oh,
the stars in the
The way he
sky.
sings it's so much better than the original.
Rick
I'll
was
tell
sitting
you
there like
what.
this. Rick was sitting there DJing like with his hands like this would be the track I will put on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
If I could
like
just
he's
put an air horn in this.
he's also like kind
Yoin 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 yoin.
he's also like kind of singing it too. So I'm like, I just wish that I was hammered, because now I'm just sitting in the back
yeah.
seat like texting and stuff like
This is
that.
making
like,
me want to get hammered right now.
exactly.
Now there's no doubt that he had jewelry on.
I couldn't tell, to be honest with you.
Oh, so it wasn't
Let
that
me paint
shiny
a
then.
picture. I picture Julio with a big neck.
He definitely had a big
Um,
neck. He was a big boy.
slight-
Like I said, what I say? he was-
Either
he was-
a slightly pulled down regular collar or a minor V neck.
he had a
If we
beard.
could all pick,
Soft
He had a
voice.
He had a lined up beard.
Oh, I didn't see that.
if we could pick, all right, if we could pick a slow jam, let's just say one outside of like, if we we can all agree on without actually knowing if we all can agree on it. What song could we sing for 10 seconds straight right now that we all would know the words to? What
I
song?
could show you the world.
No, I don't know that one.
That's a good. You definitely know that one.
Shimmering
You never seen the movie Aladdin?
I know it. I can't join in.
Let your
Heart
desire.
Girls like da da da. Let me see it. Let me see it again. Chelsea, I don't like when you're in here because you
I
judge.
said-
like you're
I did.
you don't know humor. I feel like like I feel like
did-
you don't know humor.
I did see a tweet that said the song didn't
Wake
have,
up! Let me suck his dick and put on my makeup.
Yeah. or whatever. Or who sings that? But I did see a tweet that said
System of a Down.
System of a Down, or whatever System of a Down said.
Yeah, that's what it said. It said, "Wake up, put on my makeup, and suck his whatever."
let me suck a dick before I put on my makeup,
Or whatever
or whatever System of a Down said. But I also saw a tweet that said, "There's no reason that the thong song had to be that dramatic.
He had silver hair. His name was Cisco.
Dude,
Unbelievable.
People on the internet are funny.
I'll tell you,
They are.
Unleash the Dragon. That's a
Oof.
jam. I know you don't really want to unleash the dragon.
Ooh.
If you hear me say,
He was in a
yeah.
red leather suit on the cover. He had that one
He's
song with
insane.
He had that one song with DMX. Yeah, hold on, I got this. What these bitches want.
I think he was
Oh
just
yeah,
huffing
that was a
silver
good
paint.
song. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
That
you
was
know
a
what I'm
good
talking about.
song. What does these bitches want?
Well, he says the N word after
From-
that, but I
from
caught
somebody.
myself. Thank
Right.
God.
My goodness.
Yeah, Screwball would have shut you guys down.
Yeah.
It's not
There
good
goes
for
our
free
palette
pallets.
of Screwball.
Yo, you think we can pick up that pallet later today or what?
You used the N word and the R word in the same episode.
But it was a lift ride at, what did I get here? Like 6:30, 6:45, 6, 7 o'clock maybe?
No,
7
it was
o'clock?
7 o'clock. You were
Yeah,
late.
it was definitely
were
7 o'clock because I think it was.
The
I was
meatballs
arriving
were
at
running late
6:52.
at the Rick's house.
Matzo sticks.
But it was definitely a ride that like I wish I was drunk for.
Yeah.
Because that kind of music, you need to be drunk to sing.
Did any conversation happen whatsoever?
No, so I got in and I was like, I said, "Oh, so you're rocking the slow songs today, huh?" And he was like,
And you put up the middle window
And-
that
yeah.
divided the back and the front.
Basically.
The classic, how long you been riding Lyft for?
basically, no, I was like, so,
they always said it's a side job.
Ugh,
Okay.
God.
I was like,
Didn't ask.
That's so me, too. I'm such a shotgun sitter every time.
Oh, I definitely sit in the front
Hey,
seat.
what's up, dude?
I used to.
No, I'm a good guy.
Now I
swear.
sit in the back because I'm just
Ugh,
trying to
I
ride.
hate myself.
So I said that. I was like, "Oh, you got the slow jams today, huh?" And he was like, he did this. Huh.
Mm.
I was like, "Okay, well, I'm not going to say another word."
It started there and it ended there. We're all
He didn't-
done.
He didn't want me to say another word. I don't want to say another word.
I'll give
We'll
you
call it a
4
day.
stars.
Yeah, no,
See you later.
I'm giving you all the stars. Honestly, I don't know how you guys feel about tipping in those rides. I rarely tip.
Okay.
I usually throw out like $1 or
If
so.
I'm at a diner or a restaurant or a bar, I'm the biggest over tipper there is. Uber, $0.
It depends how good our convo is. If their car's dirty, 0 tip.
If you give me a
If it's
water
a good
bottle,
combo-
candy, tip.
Well, that's what I was saying. So it was all, like I said, he changed the lighting in the inside. He had the light out front. He had the
Were
signs.
you on the
he
bang
had
bus? I'm confused.
The problem also
Maybe.
is that
There was
I
another
wake up
couple
in the, I
dudes
wake
that
up
were
in the
in there.
morning and I have like
No
my
shirts
three.
on.
I have
Oh my
like
God,
my
I was
3
funny
Ubers that
story
I went
about
on, and like I have to rate them and tip them, and I'm like, I just spent so much fucking money the night before. I'm not about to throw $5 each for you on a tip on top of this. It's done.
Chelsea, you're
Right.
gonna,
I usually do like $1, maybe $2, depending on where we went and how good
I'm
you
not
were.
going to insult you. You don't get $1.
Chelsea, you're gonna
$0.
love this one.
$0.
So I have a hilarious Bang Bro story. So
there you
Chelsea,
go.
you're gonna love
I'm
it.
so glad my mom listens to this.
you're gonna love this. So, oh, is that why you're being a little PG-13?
Am I?
I don't know. So, I was watching this one Bang Bus, and it's funny because me and Dan both watched the same Bang Bus because we've talked about this one time. So we're watching.
Ev, what's the bang bus?
So Bang Bus is Bang Bros, but they have like a van.
That's www. dot.
Do you know what Bang Bros is, Chelsea?
HTTP.
So this is old school. This is years ago, but it's like old school thing.
Chelsea's slightly disgusted, but also like I'm in this for the long run.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna can't get out of this.
So
So
Bang Bros is like a huge porn
Legal
company.
process.
It's either Brazzers or Bang Bros, and Bang Bros is out of Miami. So what they would do.
Good to know.
Braz
Thanks.
is out of Texas, so
They know where the production comes from.
So what they do is have a porn star in the van, and they drive around the streets of Miami, and like the girl will like flash her tits or do whatever, and like get normal folk in there to bang the porn star.
Do you think that's real?
No, I'm
for
I'm
sure not.
I'm sure a lot of it's staged.
It's Jerry
Because
Springer.
some
Yeah.
of the the story I'm about to tell you has to be fake, hopefully, because if not, it would have been on the news. So, so what happened is a girl literally did. It was pretty much a grown man saying to a kid like, "I have candy." So there's this girl whipping out her tits out of the window, whatever. Got this dude in there.
Doesn't happen in real life at all.
She's like, "All right, let me blindfold you."
Doesn't happen in real life at all.
Hold on. So she talks to
We're not even to the good part yet.
So she talks him into blindfolding him. And the van's, it's not like the van's empty. There's a driver, there's a security guy. See, they
And
have the
then
security
nothing else in the
They
back.
have the security guy there, and then there's like carpet and then
Carpet.
thing, and there's like another guy there just floating around.
Everyone's signed
And
to the walls.
Nobody. It's a big.
It's like a construction van.
Oh, it's a big van.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
Well,
it's
there's
not
another. Well, there's
it's
another
not a,
guy sitting there, and he doesn't really ask
It's
any
not the
questions.
pilot seats you always shotgun when you're.
There's
growing
another
up.
guy
It's not a
sitting there.
Nissan Quest. I'll tell you that.
Ooh,
So
Voyager, I was
so
thinking
the
about.
dude's sitting on the back bench, and the girl's like, rubbing his thighs, just kissing his neck, and she's like, "Oh, let me blindfold you." He's like, "Oh, what the fuck? Like, why?" And she's like, "No, let me blindfold." And her tits are out, so the dude's feeling them, and he thinks he's like, "All right, well, fuck it, here we go. It's so and so." She blindfolds him.
Going through this thought process. That's what the guy's thinking. I'll tell you.
I mean, why wouldn't you think that? So because I'm pretty sure she even
there's
undoes.
cameras everywhere. And then-
But she even pulls down his pants and whatever. So I guess she starts playing with him first, and then the switch happens. So that dude who was just floating around doing
was a
nothing. Listen, I'm not all right. Just listen. So that guy who's just floating around, that guy that nobody vouched for and is just sitting in the corner. So the switch happens. She's like playing with him. She pulls down his pants. The dude's blindfolded. Next thing you know, he starts getting a blowjob.
Oh, no.
And he's like, oh, and something happens where like,
Is that
whatever.
Your beard?
It's-
Is that your beard?
it's going on for a little bit, and like finally I think maybe she pulls the blindfold off. I don't
Oh,
remember.
no.
And all of a sudden he looks down, and it's a dude sucking his dick.
Oh no.
Because at this point, obviously,
And
I'm
you
not.
guys, you
I-
and Dan,
You're
both
halfway through.
Happens
Me and Dan were laying in bed together. We were jerking off together, but then we were like, all right, hold on, stop. We have to see how this ends. Like, all right, I'm not into gay stuff. He's like, yeah, me either. But like, we winked at each other.
We'll pull it
and
up.
then we're just like, all right, we'll just hold on a second. No, either way.
No, I'm actually not blown away by what you just said because obviously false, but like I can't. The video still has me.
Well,
captivated
so
right now.
anyway, so like at this point, like I'm watching the video and like everything's turned on. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I gotta see how this ends.
Oof.
So like
Are
everything.
you laying on the floor of your living room right now?
No. I'm in the attic hanging, and
You have
By-
a tie wrapped
hanging-
around your
hanging
your
by
neck?
well, no, I was, and then all of a sudden, like I was so captivated, I was
hanging
like, oh
by
shit.
your neck or your ankles.
Deuce Bigelow,
Both.
that dude. So anyway, the dude takes off his blindfold and sees that the guy's blowing him.
Oof.
He's like, "What the fuck? All this shit!" But this is where the security guard comes in too, where he's like, "What?" Like,
What's the security guard look like?
oh my god, 355-pound black guy.
I knew it. Yeah.
With a polo,
Yep.
a black polo.
Yep.
Is
He
got
looks
a
like
black polo?
Escalade from the N1 mixtapes.
Oh baby!
Has a 6 spin move. That's it.
Well, nobody can steal it off him, but he would just put
would
him in
just
that
dunk
twist.
it. That's
He
it.
put him in that twister. But
Oh,
anyway, so here's the
shit.
thing. The problem is this dude wants to freak out, but it feels so good, so he doesn't know what to do.
Oh my
So-
goodness!
I know exactly what to do. You walk the fuck out of that.
If you're a real
immediately.
well, this is why it has to be fake. Because if it's a real dude, you stab him in the neck with your fucking belt loop or
The
something.
siren on.
No,
You
you
jump out-
immediately kill yourself.
Yeah.
You have to kill yourself.
First of all, they have to
consider
ask
it.
you if the video can be released. They can't just release that video.
Mm.
If anything, you have to blur out my face.
Right.
But two,
that's. Do you
you
know that's?
can't release that.
I'm gonna give you. Go.
Well, yeah, on live PD, some people
no,
are blurred out,
I'll,
some
I'll
people
tell
are
you
not.
something after this.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure the dude finished. So that's why it has to be fake.
That's before he's by and he didn't care.
Yeah, but what's the chances they picked up a bi guy?
Just saying.
Bye,
But like the girl got a little jealous. I think she was like touching the dude's like fucking ass or something. She's like, "Oh shit, I didn't think he was gonna fall for this." So it was very confusing. This was a couple years ago, guys. I don't know.
I'm gonna let you know. I haven't seen the video. 100% it's fake.
It has to be.
So
100%.
I don't know if you watch First 48 because you said you watch a lot of live PD.
Yeah.
You know that's how you know if someone's guilty or not, if they're blurred or not. If you're not blurred, you're guilty. If you're blurred, you're not guilty. Always.
Oh, okay.
And it makes so much. Once you know that, it's like, oh, obviously.
right, because
But like,
you don't want
my
to
partner
ruin
came out and was like,
anybody's.
nah, innocent, bro. He's innocent. He blurred out, dog. I'm like, oh, all right.
Right, because they
Oh,
can't
that makes
ruin
sense.
like
It makes so much sense.
they can't ruin their like career or
Right.
anything.
Or probably not
Lies.
careers, but more
whatever.
just not get murdered because you're snitching.
You ratted on everybody.
Yeah, you're getting a little more than
That's
snitching.
something I would like to ask you about, but we can't.
Killing people.
The percentage
No,
of people
snitching.
that rat.
Everybody rats.
Oh yeah.
Don't get into it because I don't want to get you in trouble. But like, if we were to do the percentage, it has to be in the 90s.
Well, it's always about what you're gonna lose. If it's like, oh, I'm gonna put this charge on you and you're about to do 6 months, or like, I'll eat that 6 months. I got.
Right.
Oh,
Or
Well,
I'm about
6
to
months ain't
I'm not
shit
gonna lose my.
compared-
Or
I'm not gonna lose my job at the office with Ryan, where I have my treadmill and my yoga ball.
or I'm about to
No.
get fined.
Yeah.
What are you gonna fine me $1,000?
But when they hit
$1,000 I don't have in the first place. Good luck getting
Oh,
that.
no.
Over the next
But when they
10
hit somebody
years.
with like 5 to 10 years, then they're gonna start spitting.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll do a year for somebody.
Even the 5 to 10 thing. So if you have like no priors and you're doing 5 to 10, well, you don't get 5 to 10. You get sentenced. So let's say you get sentenced to 5. You're only doing 80%. So you're probably gonna do like 3, maybe 3.
You could do
Good
3.
behavior,
then-
get out 2.5.
Right.
You
So,
could do
like-
3 knowing that your gang has your back.
Especially because eating that makes you the man. So you're like, I'm going to eat that.
And they give you
2
protection
winters,
on the
2
inside.
summers. Let's go.
They give you the
Like,
protection on the inside, too, because there's more than one gang member, so you have a little bit of security with you.
mhm.
And then you come out knowing that you're a good guy for the crew or whatever.
It's basically dependent upon the person. Like you know someone who's going to eat it because they're like, you've done this before. You know, you have nothing to live for. No, I shouldn't say nothing
Except
to
for
live for.
except
but
for this gang. Like,
yeah,
this,
like you're a career criminal basically. Like,
Right.
What are you going to do?
here's the kicker: when it goes on the guy that isn't in the gang, and I mean, this might be more
I know what you mean.
TV show type stuff, but
I thought
the
we were past the
falsely-
Aaron Hernandez
no, the
case.
falsely accused. I'm thinking, what was that show on
Making a murder
no, on HBO
the night of.
Night of, when it
was
goes
so
against
good.
somebody that's like
So, Joe,
not
did you watch that?
No.
Come on, dude.
When it
you
goes
brag
against
about
some-
you brag about HBO.
Joe, you would love that.
I love
when it
HBO.
when it goes against
I'll
somebody
watch
that's
that when
like
you watch Game of
not
Thrones.
when it
No,
goes
it's
against
not,
somebody
it's not the same.
when it goes against somebody when it goes against somebody
6 days episodes?
that's not
Right, what are you talking about?
Yeah, dude. Fucking.
that's you guys
land
were
the
fucking
plane,
talking,
bro.
god damn it. When he goes against somebody that's not guilty and they get sentenced and now they have to get this, so they have no protection on the inside, but also they have no reason to stay on the inside, and they're like, I'll tell on whoever you want me to tell on, but I don't know who I should tell on.
Now, we also watch a lot of Chicago PD. When the informants get shot, the cops feel that.
So what you mean kind of is like someone gets tied up for a gun charge, and they're like, "Yo, like I know something about a murder that happened a year ago," and they're like, "Tell us about it." So basically, like you're about to do 3 to 5 for a gun charge. However, you know about a homicide that happened 2 years prior. If you can get info on that, that 3 to 5 turns into 8 to 12 months.
Yeah, but isn't that obvious? Because like a lot of people will know what you get arrested for. They're like, "How'd you get out in 6 months?"
Very, very obvious.
Right. So if you get out, they're like,
But
"Dude,
that's what I'm saying. If you're
there's-
not in the gang, you're just a regular schmo, and you somehow you were at the place where something happened, and they thought it was you, and you weren't able to prove that it wasn't you.
There's a dude.
And
in
you
my,
go to
there's a dude
jail.
in my town who's my least favorite person in the world. Like when you say like, if you had to kill somebody and you could do it.
The purge was real. That's where you're
I
going
know where I'm
first.
knocking. Can't stand it. Was supposed to do
8214
was
I
Main
feel like we
Street.
should blur this out."
I'm not giving names. I'm not giving names.
Yeah, but
I
like
hope.
you shouldn't say that either, though.
Why? I cannot.
There's no
stand
way
it.
that you can prove who it is.
Right. This is yeah.
It's not like you said Ron. I was gonna cut that.
Whatever. He was supposed to do
We're
7.
gonna have to blur out
he
his
was
name so many
he
times.
was sentenced to like 7 to 10 years. Came out in 6 months. What do you think he did? He
Yeah,
didn't.
Right.
exactly.
He didn't
Ratted.
just do a bunch of push-ups and like tell the guards they were good dudes. No.
Right.
I
He
mean-
wasn't working in the kitchen
Yeah,
so
no.
well that they were
I had a
like,
good
"Hey,
lawyer.
you were good. You can go home."
Mhm.
No, that's not how it works. But that's what I'm saying. If you don't have the backing of the gang, you were in the place where a crime happened, and then you were there, and the cops came and they were like, "It was this guy," and he was like, what? Prove to me that it wasn't you." And they can they're like, "You were there, your fingerprints or whatever." I don't know what the crime was, but you know what I mean. And then you go to jail and you're like, "I don't have any backing, and I can't rat on anybody." Fuck you gonna do?
So you have to find your ethnicity. You're like,
That's
all right,
the,
I'm white. Where's the
what's the,
where's the Aryan Brotherhood? At?
Right.
I can't
right.
think of the dudes. I can't think of the name of the documentary. There was a guy that Joe Rogan had on.
Oh, that dude in Baltimore who got the shit beat out of him, the white dude.
It was a bald-headed white dude who got sentenced
He
to
said he was
prison.
getting raped
and
by
he, and he
the guards and shit.
I believe so, because there's a Netflix documentary that coincides with it, and he basically lied about a case that he was unaffiliated with, but got caught up in the lie because it got put on him. So he went in for like some sort of like bullshit drug or gun charge, and ended up saying like, well, I know something about this or that because he read the newspaper article because there was no suspects attached to it.
Mhm.
And in the middle of it, they were like, well, the fact that you know about this, you're about to get beat with it. And then instead
Right.
of serving like 2 years, ended up getting penned for life until he got his own law degree in prison. Very good doc. I think it's called, not the 7-5. That's
No, the 7-5
No,
was
7-5 is the one
Michael
about.
Dodek or
Yeah.
Dodie.
What's the
Dodis.
name of that? You know what I'm talking about too. You listen to it. It's good. Whatever. Irrelevant.
Right. But
Shot Caller, that's a great movie on
I am
Netflix.
Mr. Irrelevant right now. Shot Caller and Felon are the exact same movie. I don't know if you watched.
I've
that,
never
both
seen
of them.
Felon, but Shot
The
Caller is
exact
really
same
good.
movie. They're both very good.
Little halftime-ish.
Dun, 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 dun,
All
dun.
right, let's do a little halftime. We'll figure out
Little
what the hell
tea
we're
time?
going to talk about afterwards.
I need to figure out my top 5. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Like I
what
said, I
about-
normally have all my top 5 at work, but I've been busy at work, so
I came in here
can't
knowing
do
I
that.
wanted to talk about travel, religion, and politics. 3 things Evan hates talking about, so I snuck one in.
Love it.
I
snuck one in.
love talking about religion.
He loves talking shit about religion. I'll tell you that.
I did my time. I did my time.
All right, let's go to halftime.
Let's go.
Now, I feel so bad. We're back from a nice hiatus. I think we've been off air for, I don't know, 2 hours.
At least.
Me and Wags are such reality TV guys, and Rick is
Not.
not at all.
Hardcore
I don't know
not.
if you have cable.
He's too smart for us.
So here's the
We're
thing.
dumb.
Here's the thing. I
We're
don't
dumb.
know.
We like dumb TV.
Now, there's a
don't
lot
know
of
how-
different levels to reality TV. So, we're not Bachelor guys, but we do like a good...
God, am I not a Bachelor guy?
But we do like a good, I mean, MTV, we're a big challenge, Florida Bama Shore.
Yeah.
Sloaney already loves Florida Bama Shore. Have you seen her Instagram yesterday?
Can you say it right?
I just
Florida
don't.
Bama Shore?
I don't know.
Floribama, sure.
Shut up.
I don't know how you would like it. Like what's to like about it?
Honestly, Rick, valid question. I have no answer.
Not sure. I'm actually thinking.
Next question.
I don't know why I like it. I just do.
You
I
asked
just
me, and I'm
do.
sitting here thinking, I'm like, I'm not sure.
I just do.
Because it's like
I just
it's
do.
I like
it's
drama
super
that
fake.
I'm not a part of.
It's
No,
super
no,
fake. They're
that's not-
losers.
It's not even the
They're
drama. It's
They're not
just,
as fake as
It's just good.
they
It's
are
just
living their
good.
lives.
Is it though?
What's fake is
I
they
don't
edit
know.
it.
I don't know.
They edit it fucked up.
But they also talk to the people. They're like, Marie said something about you last night, and they're like, that bitch Marie said something about me last night,
That-
and you're
no,
like,
that's more
what
the
fuck?
competition shows. I feel like that's more like
Yeah,
Big
no,
Brother
no,
and
no.
shit.
That's why I don't
Like when you live in the house
those,
together.
So
with
this
no
this isn't
competition.
this is different. This is more just like
Not
kids.
saying you're not right,
This
but
is so the problem is like they're not kids. They're they're in their
25,
mid,
26?
they're mid 20s. So they're growing up. But they're not trying to be anybody or like they're not famous yet. Like people know who they are kind of sorta. But
no, they're definitely big. Nelson has like 700,000.
Yeah, like the last
Insta follows.
year or so. But this is what, season 4?
They're
Yes.
not Jersey Shore. Well, Jersey Shore is not good. Florida Bama Shore is better than Jersey Shore.
The problem with it is, really, and I think that's why Jersey Shore probably fell off, literally, social media is the problem. And that's why, and I'm not saying, oh, social media is like a... Like, that's why Real World will never work again. Because when you were in high school...
Can't live without a cell phone in a house.
No, but when you were in high school and you heard, like, oh, I heard Real World Philadelphia was coming out, you had no idea who the people were, where they were
we'd go
going,
egg their building.
where they were living, where they were going out. Now, you could be following a fucking, I don't know, an Instagram famous person in Philadelphia, and they're snapping pictures of the person this is Real World cast out. Like, you would have not known that 10
Dude,
years
Jersey
ago. But
Shore-
now, no matter what, it's streaming everywhere at all times. It's ruining
Jersey
reality
Jersey
TV.
Shore would be walking down the boardwalk.
Oh, that's the reason reality TV sucks.
That's the only problem.
Oh my goodness.
Jersey Shore would be walking down the
Only
boardwalk
problem.
and there'd just be a huge crowd around them. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not fun.
Well, but when it first started, they weren't.
No, because Ronnie was fist fighting people on the boardwalk.
And losing.
I hate Ronnie. He's
Yeah, Ronnie
he's my
was-
least favorite.
He's
He
a
was-
nerd.
he was
got
a-
chiclets put into his mouth. His
He was-
teeth are so fucking bold.
Do they look better now, though?
I don't know.
He was
I think
super
so.
jacked and couldn't fight for shit.
Yeah, he was beating up drunk dudes.
But he wasn't even beating them up. Like, he was losing fights. And you're like,
I mean, losing.
how are you losing
I mean,
fights
does
against...
anybody fight really good drunk?
I'm just saying. Speaking of fights, tomorrow,
Wilder and Fury?
Wilder and Fury.
I have no stance. I mean,
too
whatever I
expensive.
would pick means nothing to me. Like I don't follow boxing enough to be like this person, that person. I'd be interested to see it, but I probably won't see it unless. Are you guys buying it? I'll come over.
No.
Then
No, definitely
negatively. You guys have a good streaming service?
No.
So
Then
I mean,
we'll see it.
I'll just get it illegally.
Yeah,
There's
I just watched
there's-
YouTube the next morning.
There's too many places that have it illegally. That's
I don't care
I'm not
enough.
gonna pay
I don't care enough.
$65 or whatever it is.
Like, I would pay for the Super Bowl. I can't pay for a
Can
fight.
you imagine if the Super Bowl cost money?
Everybody would still buy it.
Everyone would.
Well, so they have a new
Rick's got a take
well,
on that.
potentially a new CBA
Yeah.
that pushes the Super Bowl out to President's Day weekend.
Yeah, 17 had a big conversation with this in the sauna.
Dude, can we
Last
not...
3
no,
three
well,
days in a
hold on.
row, sauna conversations. 3
All right,
days in a row
hold on,
about
time
this.
out. Explain what you're
Time
going to say
in.
to me, because we were talking about this during the Super Bowl, because everyone has work on Monday. Why is the Super Bowl not
I
on a
don't.
Saturday?
So, the way the new CBA potentially works out, obviously it needs to still be voted on by the
I
players.
like Super Bowl Sunday.
Now it's still Friday, so I believe the player reps are voting today, and then all the players vote this weekend,
What kind of buzz?
and they just need some kind of minor majority or whatever.
She'd get cracked open.
So, potentially, with 17-game season, they're subtracting. They're subtracting.
Rick's saying it was analytics right now.
They're subtracting a preseason
Yeah,
game.
Moneyball.
They're subtracting a preseason game, adding a regular season game, making 7 teams from each conference in the playoffs. The Super Bowl will be on President's Day weekend. So it will be that Sunday, and anyone that has a national holiday is off Monday.
This was real. This was...
No. I'm just going to mute you guys. Don't worry about it. And there we go. So, anyone... No, you guys are muted. Don't worry about it. So, anyone that has off on a national holiday is off the following day following the Super Bowl. So, everyone that was asking to have off on the day after the Super Bowl will get it, potentially, in the new CBA. Now, the new CBA needs to be voted on by the players, reps, first, and then by all the players afterwards. But if it gets ratified, the new CBA will be in, and then shut the fuck up. In which case, from now on, shut the fuck up. So from now on, potentially, everyone will have off the day after the Super Bowl. Are you guys okay? Should I unmute you? You guys are unmuted.
Oh my God.
You guys are now live.
I can't believe that you were even able to talk
Took a
through
lot
what
out.
just happened.
That took so much out of me.
I feel like I just did 1,000 crunches.
Hey, I'm a Superman.
I'm stuffed up now.
Like, we were laughing, and I looked over, and Rick literally looked like he was reading off an index card. He was like, no, but the NFLPA...
The CBA.
Oh, my God.
This is who voted on what.
I don't want to start again because I don't want to get muted, but like I could start crying laughing again.
Oh,
The owners voted okay,
Ugh.
Nah, I
Oh,
believe you,
God.
dude. I believe you.
but it's just on the players at this
Holy
point.
shit.
Thank you so much. You added at least 12
No
hours
value.
to my life. 12 hours to my life. Yeah, to
Oh
this
my
conversation,
God.
0, but to my life, 12 hours.
If you had to be on a
I
reality...
award you 0 points, and may God have mercy
Now,
on your
Ryan, I
soul.
know this is going to be a tough one for you, but, like, if you had to be on a reality show, what would you want to be on?
Oh, God.
What do you
Something
mean?
horrible. Probably The Apprentice
But I'm
or
saying-
like anything. His answers suck with everything, dude. Everything he says is so...
Probably
so,
Apprentice.
like,
Rise a big... He would be on Deal or No Deal.
he's too smart for us, dude.
Rise a big Deal or
I'm
No Deal guy.
gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't last on like one of those other shows because I wouldn't be able to make
Shark Tank. Shark Tank.
The way people
Shark Tank.
last on like Real World and like the challenge and all that kind of stuff is
Well, real world is just waking up and living your life.
right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to include real world. But
Don't
like,
include real world, dude.
I'm sorry. So like
Passionate about
the challenge
Jersey
and shit
Shore
like
is
that,
fake,
like
and so is Florida Bama Shore is like their thing. But like the challenge is that's a lot of politic, and that's
that's what I was
tough.
gonna say. So the
That would be a
politicking,
tough
I
show.
wouldn't be able to have a conversation and be like, "Yo, me and you should be on a team.
Yeah, no, I'd hate
Let's
you.
go."
I
I'd be
would
like,
hate you.
"Fuck you, you suck. I don't
Yeah.
want to be on your team." And
The
then I'd
challenge
end up
would be
losing
rough.
because I don't have another teammate to vote the other guys off.
Yeah,
They'd
you'd be
be
talking
voting
about
me
your
off.
favorite president from number 23 through 37.
Right.
and I'd be
Obviously,
like,
it's Lyndon B.
Ryan,
Johnson.
I can name 0 of those.
Lyndon B. Johnson is hands
Tell you
down
what,
the answer.
USS Grant, he never would go for
Ulysses.
this. Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what you said.
Same thing.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, I wouldn't be able to create those. I mean, if I had a friend on, like if you guys were on,
no, you're cool, dude.
I'd be like, "Yo, you want to make a alliance?" And you'd be
Yeah.
like, "Hopefully, yes."
I'd be like,
Maybe you like,
I'd be
I
like,
don't know,
oh my god, I
dude.
can't believe you made the show too.
This dude John over here, I like him better. I don't know.
So like
but I wouldn't be able to create the alliance.
I love Bert Kreischer.
Okay,
He's a stand-up comedian for people who don't know.
nice.
He's been on shows, all this stuff.
He was
he
in
had
that. The ride.
Or a ride, yeah. Jersey
was it
Shore,
called?
Ben to the
Ben
Shore.
to the Shore. Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, he had Jason Biggs on, who is Jim from American Pie. I listened to it today at work, and it was one of the best podcasts I ever listened to
Really?
Wow.
because
You listen to a lot of podcasts.
I do, and it was good too because
But you're biased a little bit. I mean,
it had nothing to do with Bert.
Big-
But yeah, I'm definitely biased.
Sure, that's fine.
But still, there's a lot of
Yeah,
podcasts that
not-
you've listened
yeah,
to.
that's
You
fine.
know what I mean?
but Jason Biggs, like
I like
listening
Jason Biggs.
listening to his Hollywood stories, like who they hung out with,
Yeah.
who did this, who did that. You know, he was like, I'm
How
just
many
a kid.
times you had sex with a?
I'm just a kid.
pie?
I'm just a kid from New Jersey. Bert Kreischer had no idea that the movie was named American Pie because there's a scene of Jim fucking the American Pie. I said, "What did you think the movie was named after American Pie for?"
Right.
Like it was so cool to hear him like who his class of actors were like growing up with. It's him, Freddie Prinze Jr., Michelle Gellar, like the She's All That.
Right.
The
All
What'd
the
You Do
people
Last
from,
Summer, Scream. I know he did last summer.
Scooby Doo live action.
Yeah.
Oh, Scooby-Doo.
Freddie Prinze Jr. was.
I don't know. It
Fred.
was a really good podcast, but it's so cool. Like, but like he's the only one who's ever done anything really, other than Stifler. But Stifler like disappeared.
The rundown was so good.
The
Though.
rundown's so good. The rundown is so good.
Underrated,
Plus
so
he's-
good.
He's in.
Get out of here, monkey!
One of
he's
the
in,
one of
um,
the Rock's best movies, probably, right?
Definitely.
Because of partially because of Stifler.
Uh-huh.
One of the best movies.
He's
Well,
in-
I saw it in the theaters with my dad.
We just watched the
What,
clip from
Rick?
it.
Dude, spit it
We
out.
just watched a clip from it.
I don't know.
What's up with you?
What the fuck's the movie? We
Come on,
we
man.
watched a clip from. What was that? Instagram that you showed me.
I'm about to kill myself. What are you talking about?
The Instagram you showed me. You came all the way around the table to show me the Instagram.
The Friday beers thing. What was it?
Friday
Friday
Beers. Right. And it was a. What was it?
Was it
It wasn't like
Old school?
old school. It was old school. When he's in
The Rock
and he
wasn't an old school.
no Stifler.
Oh my.
He shoots
God.
a dart in it.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
got a fucking dart in your neck.
I didn't know we were looking for a
Joe.
Stifler thing, dude.
Pay attention, dude. You
a dart in
Hey.
got a fucking dart in your neck.
You got a fucking dart. Oh, that's awesome. You got a fucking dart in your
You got a
neck.
fucking dart in your neck, dude.
I'd put him in my movie.
Yeah.
He seems like a good dude.
Yeah, he's.
I feel like I had something good to talk about too, and I just got so lost.
Yeah.
I had
We're
a
in the
couple
we're in
good
the
things.
Ether. We're in the ether.
I had a couple good things to talk about, but I forgot about.
I brought something up like 7 hours ago, and I never like readdressed it. Remember when I talked about Domino's Pizza like God knows what 6 hours ago?
Yeah.
And I said, do you guys talk to yourself a lot? Do you guys talk to yourself a lot when you're by
Never.
yourself? Really?
Not
not
out
a
loud.
lot, but
Oh my god.
A little
that must
bit.
be
Out
so
loud?
weird.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not by
I
my.
live with people. I
I
can't.
was gonna say I'm
talk
not
out
by
loud.
myself a lot, to be honest with you.
So you're telling me if Chelsea and Sloan happen to not be home for an hour, you're just silence in your house?
No, I always have.
I'm playing
music
fucking Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and
I'm
Spider-Man's
playing. I'm
talking
playing
to me.
Madden, and I have music on, so I'm like, "Gah!" I'm yelling at the TV. If that's what you mean.
Oh my god. Dude, I yell at myself when I'm running by myself.
What? What do you do? What do you yell?
I mean, when I say
You can do it.
Come on, you fat motherfucker, let's go.
David Goggins, Chris.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, made me sound like a fucking loser. That's fine.
David Goggins said
Cool.
everyone
Yeah,
can
no,
do
no,
it.
more. Give me more. Yeah. What else you
Rogan
got?
said eat just meat.
For sure, yeah.
And Cam Haynes,
definitely. Yep. Mm-hmm.
keep running.
No, all those are so
Work
accurate.
hard.
I was running.
Yeah, all those are accurate. Yeah, definitely. No, I'm done. It's fine.
I do them. I do all those.
I guess. All right. Well, anyone else got anything to talk about?
No, but you said you talk to yourself. What do you say?
What do you say to yourself, dude?
I mean, I guess it depends. What's
Don't
going
be
on.
You brought it up.
Don't be embarrassed.
No, I'm not embarrassed. I guess it just depends what's going on. So, like, for instance, like if I'm running, like I will be like, I will call myself a fucking
Piece of shit.
Yeah, like a scumbag.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
fair.
I'll be like, you're about to stop.
Your
I'm
bathing
like,
suit needs a belt. Let's go.
No, I don't necessarily say that. I'm more just like you're like
Yeah.
don't be.
Something you would say.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm more just like don't be a fucking bitch. Like why are you about to stop a mile before your house? You definitely can run. The
How
fuck home.
hairy are you?
Like in what aspect of my life? Like
I was just looking at Rye, and I was like, I know Rye's hairy. How hairy are you?
not very hairy.
No,
'Cause
you.
you- 'cause
Here's
you
the
go
thing.
good
You think
beard.
I'm hairy, but
No, because if
Shave.
Rye was to take off his shirt, if you,
No.
Rye could grow like you could grow neck hair to your fucking bottom of your fucking grundle, right?
Yeah, but I'm also very well groomed.
But you groom yourself. What if you don't groom yourself?
how hairy?
All right, how about
I say I'm
if,
average.
if all three of us were on an island, and
Yeah.
none of us started shaving, I would be the
I'm
least
probably
hairy.
hairier than you. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm the least hairiest.
Yeah,
So I'm
more-
one.
but
He's
I'm-
2. You're 3. Is
Yeah.
that what we're saying?
yeah. But I'm probably the most well groomed.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
So funny story about Joe.
Oh, here we fucking go. What's this gonna say?
We can always blur it out. So
No, we can't.
Can we?
I don't know how to do it.
Just
dude.
like Ron 19 times.
My guy, say his name one more time. God damn it.
It's not a problem.
Ev.
I
You
just
okay?
swallow throw up. So this one party we had early. Me and Joe. I met Joe. We're from the same town, but we weren't-
Hated Evan when I met him, by the way.
Nice.
Do you remember when you met me?
Yeah.
Okay.
When?
Do you remember when you met me?
Yeah.
When?
I mean, at Public Works, right? I met
Yeah.
you at Public Works. Yeah.
That's where we met. Public Works. Never before.
All right. So apparently,
I
Joe,
have no problem talking about me not
No,
liking
so
him when I
let's-
met him.
so
so
apparently Joe didn't like me when he met me. But
Well, I wouldn't say like I hate this kid. I want to kill him, but like I was like that's definitely not my friend.
But you guys met at Public Works. There
Yeah.
was,
I wouldn't say
you
work.
You weren't at a party in high school or anything
no,
like that.
but we're from
No.
the same town. Well,
Okay.
I'm 2 years older, so like we didn't congregate with the same crowds either.
okay.
Right.
Either way, so me and Joe became friends through work. We had work and all that stuff, and then we became real close. We started working out together and all that shit. And we became friends, working with each other, all that stuff.
Now you guys are huge.
Facts.
So Joe comes to one of my house parties at my parents' house.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
Maggie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is hilarious. So shout out to Maggie. She's a listener to the show too, so I'm sure she'll comment on
Oh
this
yeah, she's gonna
or
roll her
DM you or
she's
whatever.
She's already rolling her eyes with this, hearing this.
So we're having a house party at my parents' house, which I always did, and Maggie's one of my longtime friends. I grew up with her.
Garage alumni.
Garage alum, everything. And she comes up to me. She's like, "Oh, Ev," she's like, "I didn't know you had a gay friend." I'm like,
There he is.
"What do you?" I'm
It's
like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "What are you
Not
talking
gay,
about?"
though.
She's like, "No, your gay buddy over here." She's like, "That's awesome. I didn't know you came over here and had a gay friend." I'm like, "Who are you talking about? I don't have any gay friends. What do you mean?" She's like, "Oh, really?"
No,
She's
that
like,
dude's definitely gay.
She's like, "Oh, you're."
Yeah.
Oh, she's like, "Oh, I thought your friend Joe was gay."
He's way too good looking to be.
She's
straight.
like, "Oh, your
That's
friend."
not what she said.
She's like, "Oh, I thought your friend Joe was gay." I was like, "Oh shit!"
He
I
is.
was like, "Oh
no, it wasn't just no. So
It took me, I don't
Was
know,
it your house?
20 seconds to go over to Joe and be like, "Yo, what's up, gay bird?"
Everybody thinks
I
he's
was,
gay.
I was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
Joe, what's up, homo?"
dude,
Hey, Joe, stop painting homo things and come to the party.
No, so I think no, it was at Mullen's house.
That was a gift,
Was
Todd.
that Mullins or?
No, but Mullen's house too. It was Maggie and somebody else too. Thought I was gay. I was like, Jesus fucking.
A
Christ.
bunch of people thought you were gay.
Yo, I'm being straight up
Maggie,
right now.
probably Nicole
There's been like several times people are like, "Is this kid gay?" I'm like, "Am I giving a gay vibe right now?" Like,
I think
You
it's your
guys
lips.
total gay
We had a
vibe.
request come
I
in on
don't know.
Instagram,
I
it
don't
was
know
your lips.
what I'm saying that
We
is
did.
giving the vibe at all, but it's been hit with me a couple times. I'm like, "Fuck me!" Like, I'm not trying to throw that out there.
Because you're too well groomed, dude. You take too much care of yourself.
fuck.
I'm just saying.
Can you stop that?
Somebody
Just
wrote
stop-
in on Instagram and
Just stop
said
being gay.
somebody wrote in on Instagram and said, "I'm not gonna."
I mean, in 2020, it's cool. It's not me, but like, fuck.
they said
I'm not complaining.
they said, "What's up, luscious lips?" Don't say who it is, but
Sick.
That's what they wrote in. They said, "Tell them what's up, luscious lips."
I mean, that alone, not a bad not a bad
No, it's
comment.
not. That means you
However,
suck thick
if it
buttholes.
says it says, "What's up, luscious lips, homo,"
yeah,
not a good comment.
no.
Not a good comment at that point.
But when she said that, it was so funny. I was like, "Who are you talking about?" She's like, "Joe." I was like, "Oh, got him."
She was like the dude giving the hand jobs out back. I don't know.
So that the luscious lips thing, I don't know who said it, but I would assume it relates back to I used to bartend when I was 21, and when I was 21, there used to be these this group of 3 or 4 old head women who would come in weekly, Thursday,
Cougars.
Friday, Saturday, all the time. And when I was 19, I
love that.
No. At 19, I was like, zero desire.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, 19 you didn't care about that when you were 19.
Right.
Now you'd be more
Oh
interested
hell
in
yeah.
that. 19 you were like, no, you're so old.
Yeah.
But then I was like, and they used to call
19, you're like 23's old.
They used to call me luscious lips, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, all right, what do you want, a beer
Yeah.
or a fucking drink?
I suck
What can I do
tits,
for
what?
you? Yeah, it's fine. What do you want?
Let me see him.
And that was my nickname back then. Oh, luscious lips. Yeah, whatever. So I'm assuming somebody who said that was related to my
probably.
bartending days.
I'll tell
but
you off air.
whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, fuck. Hashtag not gay.
Nah, it's just funny that she said it.
Hashtag super gay.
Because Maggie, we made fun. Because I'm pretty sure, Maggie said that, and I'm pretty sure she passed out 10 minutes later. Remember, she was passed out next to my dad's Harley. We were.
Oh, I will never let Maggie live it down. At your wedding, I was like, "Hey, Maggie, what's up?" She's like, "Here we go. Are you gonna fuck?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fucking say it."
Yeah.
Still not gay.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't believe you.
Yeah, she's
But
like,
I just
you
remember
say,
she
say whatever you want.
Remember, she passed out next to my dad's Harley in the garage. I was like, "Where's that? What happened to Maggie?"
Nah, I mean,
and then we
I
started
would've
throwing
done it myself.
empty cases of beer at her. I was like, "Oh shit, I think she's dead." But no, she's alive. She's good.
I like Maggie. I haven't seen her.
Maggie's the best. She's
I've seen her
hilarious.
probably 6 times in my life, but I liked her all 6 times.
I'm surprised she hasn't been on here yet. We had to get her on here.
She lives long.
She lives
a while away, right? Does she
though.
live in the Poconos?
She moved a little bit closer, so we're close.
Do you know what's kind of heartwarming when someone you talk about listens to what you're talking about? So she's probably souped right now,
Oh yeah, she loves it.
right?
Souped.
Hey, Mag.
Soupy. Oh, hold on. Before you go to another break, I have a good soupy story.
I can't
So-
wait.
Oh,
I
hold
can't
on, hold on.
fucking wait.
Number 1, you don't give me your favorite soup.
Oh,
Soup.
broccoli
the-
cheddar. Oh no,
broccoli che-
split pea.
Yeah, broccoli cheddar.
Mine's split pea.
Ugh. I'm good, but
No, broccoli
cheddar.
cheddar. That's what I said.
made or from somewhere?
Panera's
mean?
good. A broccoli cheddar
Yeah,
from
I mean,
Panera.
Panera is like.
But,
I mean, I can
I
make
really-
my own,
um,
or can
broccoli
get it.
cheddar.
If I could get,
Mine's probably gonna
Zio's,
be
Zio's split pea.
So I like broccoli cheddar a lot.
Did you not have something in your mind
No,
while
I
you
do.
brought this up?
Well,
You're like,
Wawa's
hey, give me your best.
Wawa's chicken corn
soup.
chowder.
Hey.
Oh,
hey,
hold on. Let me think about it for 15 minutes.
Can
Hold
you
on.
guys shut the fuck up?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, broccoli cheddar is one of my favorites, but I think I would have to lean towards.
If you say Bossa Vazul, I'm gonna fucking pick you.
Not to be rude,
Possible-
but shush up for a second. Not to be rude, but shush up for a second.
I'm gonna dump my entire beer on this fucking TriCaster.
Don't laugh! This ain't reality TV!
What's your favorite fucking soup, Joe?
Tomato, gotta be tomato.
Jesus.
There's 2 now! It doesn't matter!
Now, I was telling a story. What was it?
I love how JR is like, what?
Hold on, I had something to say about
Doesn't
Ain't
matter.
nothing to say. It doesn't matter. Cause
thought I
fucking
did.
things on his.
What?
Off, Rick.
what?
What?
I thought I had another story to tell. Well, maybe that was it. All right.
Fucking thing sucks!
All right, I gotta pee. Let's do top 5.
Yeah, top 5.
I thought I had. We're doing.
So that's
top
what I'm
five.
saying.
Top
I-
5.
But I don't like Nas, and I don't like Tupac. Obviously, they're phenomenal lyricists. You can't take anything away from them, but I don't like them as rappers. I love Biggie, and I love Jay-Z. But you're opposite.
I didn't say that.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said I like Nas better than Jay-Z.
Okay. So I like Jay-Z better than Nas,
Okay.
and I like Biggie way better than Tupac.
It's not even close.
Okay,
Biggie's
so you're
so much better
you're
than
on my
Tupac.
side. Joe, do you agree?
I mean, I don't know enough about Tupac, but I don't.
I mean, neither do we. So
I don't listen to Tupac at all, ever.
No, Biggie is so much better than Tupac.
I like Biggie way more than Tupac.
It's not even close.
Like
I didn't
but
say
what
I
about
didn't-
night
what
and
about
day.
what about Nas and Jay-Z?
Jay-Z
Again,
way more.
we're
than
not.
Nas.
We're obviously not,
Not that
experts.
I even think one is better than the other. What I listen to way more, Jay-Z, Biggie, over Nas and Tupac.
Well, Jay-Z, Biggie, and Nas are all from the same area, so it's not like we're picking sides. I didn't say I didn't like Jay-Z.
That's what I'm saying.
I just
I'm
said
not saying.
I
and
just
again,
said I like Nas better than Jay-Z.
again, we're not experts. We're just saying.
Yeah.
Generally, what we like better.
Tupac is more of a figure than I think he is a rapper.
I'm just not a huge fan of his rap.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I'm not
he's
a
great.
huge-
And,
No,
like,
I'm
I
not
don't
a
want
huge-
to.
I'm not a huge
don't
fan-
know. I don't think I even listen to it. Like
He has a couple songs that I like. There's definitely like at least 5 to 10 songs I have on my thing that I like.
And he
but, like,
definitely tells stories.
I don't like the West Coast. Like I don't like Snoop Dogg. I don't like there's a lot of West Coast songs that I'm just not a fan of.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
I don't like that California vibe.
California. Oh,
Yeah.
damn,
I was
you
just about
break
to sing
through
it. Yeah.
I'm just saying I just don't like that
I'm not
California
even-
vibe.
Shit.
I'm not even a DJ, dude.
Dude, but I'm saying watching the hip hop evolution is so good. Oh, it's so good.
Anyway, top 5. Hold on.
We out here.
Welcome to the Garage with Evan and Friends. Follow us on Podcast Garage on Instagram. Get some of our t-shirts on mancavecomplex.com.
Or sweatshirts. It's
Yeah,
winter.
Whatever it is. Check out us on YouTube. I update that whenever. Alright guys, this is the top 5 part. So we might be a little buzz. Would you like to try the word buzz? To my left, as always, Mr. Ryan Rickus.
What's up?
And across from us, Mr. Mission Impossible himself, Tom Cruise, a.k.a. the rich boyfriend from Titanic, a.k.a. What's his name? Billy Wise in real life, Billy Zane,
Guys, I'm not rich. I wish I was.
a.k.a.
Well, thank you.
Mr.
Well, thank
Joe Wagner.
Everyone out there who thinks I'm rich, keep thinking it.
He's rich,
Like
bitch!
it.
Don't ask for a shot from me. But
I'm rich, bitch.
Our top 5 tonight, I'm actually kind of confused.
because you hate,
right.
you hate these 3 things: travel, religion, and politics, and it's one of the 3. It's not religion or politics.
Rye, you describe to us what the top 5 is tonight.
So
'Cause
it
I'm
was,
still writing mine.
I thought that it was places that you wanted to travel to. So it was separate from experiences. That
I mean, I can read the text message off to you if you want.
well, either way,
Mhm.
I think we decided on just places to travel to because you can do experiences anywhere. Like if I wanted to jump out of an airplane, I don't need to go to the mountains to do that or something like that.
Yeah, I did it
Like,
right down the street.
Exactly, I
enough.
could do it anywhere.
Good enough.
And also, if I wanted to go see, what did I say, the pyramids,
16th chapel.
Yeah, but you have to see them in Egypt.
I would
so-
just see them.
But you have to see them in Egypt.
But like, it's not an experience. I would just.
But it's an
I would
experience
just
to see them in Egypt. So
But
have
you
to
would just
travel to
be
Egypt.
there. You wouldn't do anything.
But that would be one or the other. You have to go to Egypt to see the pyramids.
That would be a place to travel to,
And an experience, one or the other.
but not an experience because you're just
So,
you're just
for
standing
instance,
there.
I mean, maybe I relayed this wrong, but like, in my opinion, you could have made one of your 5 like, go to the Super Bowl, no matter where it was. I want to go to the Super Bowl, see the Super Bowl.
Right. So that's an experience.
Experience,
Right.
for sure. So it doesn't have to be like, well, I want to see the Super Bowl in Miami. No, like I don't give a fuck where you see it. You want to see the Super Bowl.
Okay. So I was focused on travel.
So if you guys need 10 to redo your shit, that's fine. All
No,
I'm saying is like,
I'm not redoing
if you,
it
if you wanted
because
to
I'm
do
doing
something,
travel.
if you wanted to do something, then you could do it if it took place in different locations. Is all I'm saying.
So here's the thing. I did travel places that I want to travel to.
See, Rick, me and you are going to connect on this. Evan, do you want to know? Hold on. These.
Evan's gonna be
No,
North
me-
Wildwood.
No. I texted Ennis earlier. It's going to be Poconos, Wildwood, Whistlers, Las Margaritas, Kearns, Philly.
All right, I'll just leave now. 'cause
Local,
yes. The
nah,
answer is yes.
local. Yes, he
If we
nailed
could
it.
all go to Las Margaritas right now, the night would get a lot better.
He nailed it.
Yours
so-
going to be the Oval Office.
Essentially anything political.
Yeah.
So I just did travel.
Obama's birthplace.
I didn't do any experiences.
Yeah.
I
Do you
don't
know how many
know how
of your
you
top
did it.
fives frustrate the fuck out of me?
I can't
Mine?
wait. I can't wait to frustrate you.
In
That's the
person.
best.
Because I know they're going to be
Dude,
so different from mine. But at
That's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
time, maybe
In
not. I don't know.
person,
Maybe not. Maybe
to
you want
know
to be all over
to
the
know
world.
to know that I frustrate you on all my top fives is so exhilarating.
Savory. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Well,
it.
so I mean, maybe some of it we might cooperate with, like as far as it's beautiful beach or beautiful scenery or like a great experience. But I think some of yours hits on a different level. Where like I don't give a fuck about the past. Where
love
you're
it.
like,
I
you're
love
like,
it.
oh no, this cannon shot here in 1674.
Gettysburg.
It
Gettysburg
really
is my
ended
number
the end
one.
of the war of whatever, and you're like, yeah, and I'm like,
Are you
I don't
kidding
know.
me?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you're on a different level with some shit.
Let's
Love
get
it.
to it then.
Love it.
I'm wrong. I don't know.
Wags,
Yeah,
you're
we'll
number
see.
5.
Oh shit, here we go. So, the thing with mine is not that I've been all over the world. However, I do, in my mind at least, not that I've been a lot of places, I want to go places where other people have not been.
Okay, I like that.
So my number 5. So I list them in kind of an order where like I want to do it for sure, and I believe that I will do it, but probably in the less likelihood going forward. Number 5, Cape Town, South Africa. You guys are like, what the fuck?
No, I'm with you.
But in Cape Town, South Africa, you can be in a tropical climate and see penguins on the beach. You can do a lot of hiking, which I think is very cool. I did that in Hawaii, which was dope. Like every day, you're climbing up mountains, you're going on plateaus, you're seeing stuff. I think Lion's Head is the name of the big
Great beer.
mountain. Yeah, horrible. Last time I had that was 19 and what's the name of the college? King's College.
Yep.
Right.
That's a place.
I have nothing more to say. Cape Town, South Africa. That's why it's 5 because I don't get like it's 5. Done.
Okay, that's fair.
But it looks pretty as shit on the. Actually, you know what sparked Cape Town for me? Have you ever watched the Netflix documentary for shit? Evan, you know what I'm talking about?
The Cape Town documentary?
Have you ever watched Evan? You know,
Finding Sugar Man.
with the thing.
No, I've
and the-
never watched
and the
it.
guy.
Finding Sugar Man was a very interesting documentary, and it all took place on.
I have no interest in going anywhere in Africa.
Yeah,
Not saying you're incorrect. I'm just.
No.
You asked me if I knew about Sugar Man. No.
No interest. No interest in Africa. My number 5, Egypt.
Jeez.
So.
Be a little more specific,
I mean,
you know?
it's in the top of Africa. That's why I said it. So Egypt. There's Egypt. There's pyramids.
Yeah.
There's politics.
Pharaohs. What else?
It's a full city, so I don't know if you guys.
Oh,
have
you
seen...
zombies! That's a good song, man.
No, yeah, for sure. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures of the cities near the pyramids themselves, but
Have not.
to just kind of experience the city and the pyramids and the history of Egypt.
To know how old Egypt is if you wrap your
I
mind
think
around it,
I
it's
think we're
mind-blowing.
mistaken this. You have to say something a little bit more clear than Egypt. You can't be like, oh, I want to go to the United States so I can see the White House.
Well, no, I mean
I
Egypt.
think it's totally different.
Egypt itself is mind blowing. To know how old the
No.
pyramids are, and wrap your mind around that alone is ridiculous.
But I'm saying the pyramids have to be in one place in Egypt, right? Or are they all over Egypt?
I mean,
No,
Egypt is not
they're
nearly as
pop,
big
pop,
as the
pop.
United States. It's
The pyramids
smaller-
are
much smaller
all
area.
right next to each other.
Yeah, but Egypt is not the size of Rhode Island.
no,
no, it's, not
it's
the
bigger.
size of the U.S.
It's bigger, but it's not the size of the U.S. Right. but I'm talking. I'm
What you're
centering.
saying is
I'm
go to
centering
Egypt
it
to see the
around.
pyramids,
I'm
is what you're
centering
saying.
around the
Yeah.
pyramids, right?
Yeah.
So the pyramids are
You don't want to
right
see
next
some
to each other.
deserts.
Right. The pyramids are right next to each other. Bang, bang, bang.
That would suck.
And then there's a
I'm on-
city around it. So it's the city around the pyramids, basically.
I would definitely want to see them too.
I just think that they would be. I mean, you see them online, like you can see pictures of them and stuff like that. But I think seeing them in real life, you're like, oh shit, they're big as fuck.
Oh god.
You think you're just saying that, or do you think you would actually want to say it?
For sure. No, I definitely think.
So
I
take
wanna
into
see it.
account. Take into
I
account.
wouldn't want to see the pyramids more than the fucking
So for
Eiffel
me,
Tower.
for instance, like I took into account like the fact I'm gonna have to fly there and to pay for it, like the hours, like your number
It would take a
5
long
vacation
time.
would be like I'm gonna go fly to Egypt and see some pyramids.
For sure, knowing
Okay.
that the trip was going to be,
Yeah,
I don't know, $1,500
because it would
bucks
be
to
like
fly there.
rewarding for you to see it.
Yeah, it would take a long time to get there and all that kind of stuff. Because I know that seeing shit online is so different than seeing it in real life.
1,000%.
And I'm gonna get to that later on my list, but like, it's coming from seeing Niagara Falls. Like you go
What did you
there,
just call that?
Niagara Falls.
Say it again.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
I've been to Niagara Falls a couple times.
But you go there and you're like,
I
no, it's gonna be like a big waterfall.
It's
What are you
alright.
talking about? And then you go there and you're like, holy shit, it's fucking gigantic. You see it online and you think that it's like, no,
It's like a
it's gonna
big
be like
toilet
this big.
flush.
And then all of a sudden it's fucking huge. So to see things in real life is so much different than to see things online.
Yeah.
So I assume that's how it is for the pyramids in Egypt. So that's why I want to go there. Number 5.
I'm down with that. My number 5. I'm just gonna start it off nice and easy.
Nice.
I'd like to go to an NCAA college football championship,
Love that.
wherever the hell it is.
Okay.
I'd love to see one of the national championship games. If I could have been there for LSU and fucking Clemson this year, that would have been awesome.
So if you could paint a picture, like for instance, you would love to have seen LSU Clemson at where?
If I could do it perfectly, it would be like Ohio State
Yeah.
against Alabama, Ohio State crushing them in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It'd be so sick.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Where would you be sitting? Sideline or behind the basket in the fan section?
No, definitely sideline.
Sideline.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
50-yard line.
Mid court. Wearing what jersey?
No, football.
Wait, I was going to say football. So you're 50-yard.
50-yard line. That'd be
Mid-court.
dope. Oh, it'd be all over Ohio State. I'd be like, oh shit, I'm from Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah, definitely NCAA college football championship. Wherever.
Because comparatively, basketball sucks. Basketball is awesome, but compared to the top 4,
Oh, well, like the Final Four and shit like that? Yeah.
right? Compared to the top 4 college football, it's not even like it's not even close. You know what I mean?
I think
like
college basketball is far superior to college football.
the college basketball arenas
Well, that's
hold
just your opinion. 'Cause,
20,000.
like, statistically, you're way wrong.
Personally,
Way
I
wrong.
believe the talent level in basketball is far superior.
Here's the thing: the college basketball arenas hold 20,000 people.
I'm not
The
saying
college
fan-wise
football hold
or-
105,000 people.
I mean, sure, you're going to put stadium-wise, and you're going to put
It's not even close. It's not even like 25
football
to
owns
30.
basketball all day. All I'm saying is, talent-wise, I think basketball is superior to football.
As
I
in what,
I
athletics?
don't know what
or...
you mean.
I think a college
I don't know what you mean.
basketball game, if you watch a college football game, it's just super. In my eyes, I mean, I'm not right or wrong. I'm just in my
Right.
mind. I think that a college basketball game, granted, it's going to always be a difference from college to pros. So NBA is always going to be a little more offensive oriented as opposed to defensive oriented, but the talent level is more appropriated towards the level that's there in college, as opposed to college football is just like short passes, pitches.
Nah.
So you're saying a
It's
college?
I think
a
a
college basketball
college football game is more different than a pro football game than an NBA game is to a college basketball game.
But you're saying a college basketball player is a better athlete?
No.
Okay.
I think a college basketball game is closer to an NBA game as opposed to an NFL game is close to a college football game.
I think it depends on the teams that are playing.
Yeah.
Sure, but if you
So-
go to the top of the rungs of both, is what I'm saying.
The national championship game was so fucking dope. You were saying screen passes and hands off. There was nothing like that. Joe Burrow was throwing 60-yard
you're
dimes.
taking literally the best of each. So like you take the bottom of the rung NBA game to play this week, and the bottom of the rung college game, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Now, granted, at the same time, basketball is not great, but I do believe that if you take the number 20 NBA, or the bottom line NBA team versus the number 20 ranked Division I game, I think it's, granted, NBA is obviously better, but I think it's more comparable than football.
Yeah, but don't say that the bottom rung NBA team will have a good competition against
No.
mid-range
They're
college.
neither of them
Anybody in the NBA is working. Anybody in
Okay.
college.
Yeah,
I just
so
wanted to
no-
make
that doesn't-
sure.
None of that.
Yeah, no,
I
no,
just
no,
wanted to
no,
make
none of that
sure
makes
that we
sense.
weren't.
No. I just
Okay,
think
sorry.
I think the division is because body type in football compared to basketball because it's more of a physical sport. Like
Right.
you're more of a grown man.
Yeah, but if the
in
top
football.
Well,
if
the
fuck-
NF
say
the NFL
say the number ranked 25 team is like Mississippi State. If they play the Cleveland Browns, they're getting fucking worked. Who the hell's gonna stick Odell Beckham?
No, I'm not even saying that. I just think that the sport itself. So
the way they play,
yeah, the
not
form,
the fact that
form
the
of-
top
form of
team
the
can
sport
beat the
itself,
top team
like-
in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting my point across. It's more just like the level of the sport is less physicality and more skill earlier than later in that compared to like basketball as opposed to football.
Right. Well, I'm not sure if this would defend your argument or attack it, but you can't go from college football to the NFL until your junior year of college, where you can go after 1 year of college to go to the NBA.
And there's always outliers, but Ja Morant could fucking dunk on anybody
For sure.
freshman year of college.
Zion Williamson can
Right.
fucking murder you.
No freshman quarterback in college
Can
is
do anything in
is-
the NFL.
He might be able to play. He's not running the NFL.
For sure.
Not
So-
that Ja Morant was running the NBA, but he's going to stand the fuck out.
Right. And there's plenty,
So I think it's more
plenty of
athletic
NFL
ability.
players
Yeah.
that come into the NFL and will be awesome in 3 years.
I think it's because of it's full like you're not a grown man yet. Like
For sure.
you're 21. Yeah, don't get me wrong.
When you
You're-
come out
and
of
people-
NCAA,
people-
when you
people
come out
try
of
to
NCAA
compare it.
football, you're a grown man.
stand in front of James Harrison. Tell me you're grown.
But people try to compare it
Fuck outta
to
here.
the NBA. They say, oh, the guy that we drafted for the Sixers is awesome. Why isn't the guy that we drafted for the Eagles awesome? Well, give him 3 years. At 27, he's going to murder the league. But at 22,
Right.
he's not going to.
There's only
Let
so many
him-
Saquon Barkleys. Like Saquon Barkley is an outlier.
Right.
First
People
off,
coming out of college don't look like him.
we
Right.
are all sitting in a garage right now doing nothing with ourselves.
Drinking beer.
But look at
That's
your
what
body
we are.
type now compared to 5 years ago. Like everybody grows the fuck up.
Right.
You know what
For
I mean?
sure.
Like
I'd murder the dude that me in high school.
yeah, you would get
Not even
murdered.
comparable.
I'll fucking
murder.
pop.
I'd
Steal.
I'd
Let's go.
murder you in high school too.
Not even comparable.
I saw the highlight video. No, it's not. What are we up to? Who's up?
I think Ev did his 5, and I think I'm on 4.
You're on 4?
I'm on to I'm gonna go to a beach in Italy. So when I say
Nice.
that, I want to go to Italy in general, but all my vacations usually wrap around some sort of sun, sand, ocean aspect. So Amalfi Coast or a coast in Sicily, which sounds fucking stupid. I sound like such a fucking Kardashian when I say that, but
That's what I was gonna say. You sound like a
yeah, I sound like
Kardashian.
a Kardashian. Amalfi Coast sounds dope. I've looked at Airbnbs. It's not that expensive, but it's dumb expensive to go
get there.
No, not even to get there. To be there.
Oh, okay.
You want to go out to dinner?
Good joke.
Yeah.
What?
Sicily,
Well, what is it?
just Manhattan. I mean, Manhattan prices. So, like, basically,
$100 a person.
yeah, no, just staying in Manhattan for 5-6 days a night. So you're flying to stay there, being to stay there, and then paying Manhattan prices to be there every night for 5-6 nights.
Right.
Sicily is far cheaper. However, you have to fly to Rome most likely, and then take a trolley or take an additional puddle jumper or a ferry to get to Sicily, because Sicily's cheap, but at the same time. So my second, because I'm going the realm of like what I would go to next, a beach in Italy, because I like pasta. Who doesn't? And fucking a beach in Italy. The end. That's it. That's it for
Done.
me.
Pasta.
Done.
Joe likes pasta. No big deal.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't?
My number 4.
Who
Keep
fucking
up,
knows?
guys. Dubai.
Ooh, love it.
So,
Love that.
Dubai is a place that there is like super. Yep. Joe's spending money.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's you,
There
man.
is a
Get
lot of
money, fuck bitches, get money.
there is a lot of money spent.
Okay.
There is some of the most expensive buildings in the world, some of the tallest buildings in the world. It's supposed to be like the fanciest, or they want to be like the fanciest place. So I want to see what the fanciness is
Let's
about.
see what it's all about, man. Yeah.
all.
So if I
That's
go
all you wanna
there
do.
and say, "Hey, is this fancy?" and they say no,
Yeah,
all
take
right,
off your
I'll talk to
shoes.
you later. You know what I mean?
Take your shoes off. Oh, is that why everyone's wearing
Oh,
flip flops?
is that it? But like I said, there's a lot of money there. There's a lot of skyscrapers. There's a lot of shit that I'm trying to see.
Nice.
So Dubai.
Okay.
I like that.
Have your number 4.
Do you see yourself going there
I do.
in life, like next
Yeah.
50 years? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that.
Like it's not absurd.
It's not a pipe dream.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Now my number 4. I'm not doing all sports events, but my number 4 is a sports event. I would love to see.
Right, I thought we were talking about places to travel to, but it's cool.
No. You travel to sportsman is
I know.
part
I'm
of it.
just kidding.
Yeah.
One
For
of
sure. I'm just fucking
my,
with
I would like to see a major at the PGA Tour, so which would either be the Masters.
I love that.
I would love to see the Masters, or I would love to see the Phoenix Open, which is in Arizona.
My
I like that you're incorporating this, Ev, because I know you don't want to go like, I don't want to travel outside the country, so I know that you want to see some shit and do some shit. But
I want to go to the. I want to go to the.
You don't have to fly 12 hours to do.
I want to
do
go to
shit
the
you wanna do.
or I want to go to the Waste Management Open in the worst way.
so
Carly
Yeah, Mullen.
Mullen.
Yeah.
my brother
Hashtag.
said,
Ballin'.
what do they go to? The Players Championship?
Yeah, that's one.
It's in like Tampa,
Sure.
right around where my brother lives.
Yeah.
So they go there every year. I think it's the Players. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But he says it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Like you go there, you get the setup.
The Masters is in Augusta, which would be awesome in Georgia. And then I would love to. I mean, Pebble Beach and all that sounds awesome, but I really want to go to the Waste Management Open, which is in Arizona.
But you get the setup of like it's like a tablet to see where everyone's at, so that you know, like you can scroll through and see, oh, Tiger's on 16.
Rory's here.
Let's
blah,
go
blah,
over here to see Tiger. Oh, Rory's on 14. Let's go over here to see Rory. You know what I mean? Like, so you can watch Tiger hitting his shot and then look and see, oh, Rory fucked up his 13th drive. You know what I mean? Like, you can still see what's going on.
Do you like golf as much as Ev, or?
I mean, I don't bet on golf like Ev does. I love playing golf
God, I
as
give
much,
zero
if
fucks.
not more than Ev. I don't know how much
Like
you love
I think
playing
it's
golf,
I think it's
but
cool that like you guys are into it, but I'd rather go to Wildwood for the weekend than see like
I'd-
whatever you want to go to.
I'd literally play golf every weekend if I could.
I would in a heartbeat.
Like,
You know what?
Especially because I'm
think-
getting better.
I think I should.
even if I don't get better.
I think
Yeah,
I
but I'm
shouldn't
getting
try-
better, so that's why I want to play.
I
That's
think
what
I
you said.
shouldn't try for that reason.
Huh?
I shouldn't try for that reason.
Because
Why,
we're way better than you.
I still suck.
No, because if I developed a compulsion for like I have to go get good at this, it'll take me $20,000 next year to
Yeah.
get good at it. And
Yeah,
I still
that's
won't
the
be
problem
good.
with
And I
golf,
still
like, it's
won't be
super
good.
expensive.
And I still won't be good.
So
I'm
going to
actually buying
see
a new putter, and I can't wait.
going to see a
You
golf
are.
tournament is your number 4.
Yeah. Waste Management or Augusta.
So number 3.
Masters.
Oh, I'm on number 3. Stand by.
I'm all one. Ooh, fuck it.
So
I wonder how
So-
annoyed people are from me burping in the mic all night.
again. Oh,
They're always
sick.
annoyed, dude.
Good job, Joe. Floor's concrete. A lot of mine are weird. My
Yeah.
number 3 is Morocco. And you know what got me into Morocco?
What
There's a Netflix special that has Chrissy Teigen. I know a lot of you chicks out there
I
into
don't
Chrissy Teigen.
see.
I don't like Chrissy Teigen either. Hold on,
I
let me stop
don't.
you. Let me stop you.
Okay.
I'm not into Chrissy Teigen either. But she's on. She's on this.
She's all right. She's
No,
all right.
obviously
she's
she's
all
like
right.
huge.
She's all right.
I'm into her just like breastfeeding out in the open. That's kind of cool.
A lot of people love her, obviously, but I just don't see it.
Rick, I'm not into going to Morocco because of
All
Chrissy
right,
Teigen.
dude. Just hang out with Chrissy Teigen. I don't know.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm
Next.
trying to tell you.
Ev, what do you?
I'm
what's
trying
your-
to tell you what got me into thinking about Morocco. Because like,
Where the fuck is Morocco?
if you
On
look
the
at the
left.
top, if you look at the top of Africa, top left corner, right below Portugal.
Dude, you need to get some fucking shots. You're traveling some wild spots.
Am I right below Portugal?
Right near there, Egypt.
Colombia,
That,
4
that was
weeks.
my.
Yeah, it's your joke.
Is
That's my
Africa
other
in
one.
South America? Where the fuck is Africa at?
The biggest
Africa
continent in the
is
world.
Africa and South America? Is
No,
that what
we
you
just
said?
said Portugal and fucking.
So
Right,
hold on.
Portugal's in
So-
Egypt,
so if
or
you look-
Europe.
That's
so
all
look at me.
South
So look at me.
America.
So Ev.
Portugal's
so
in
you,
Egypt,
Ev,
or
you said another
Ev,
fucking Portugal's
so you got
in
North
Europe.
America,
Jesus.
South America. Then you fly this way. You got Europe, right here, and below that is Africa. But in Africa, you have North Africa, South Africa. So in the northern aspect of Africa, you have Morocco right here, which is like borderline of Europe.
And they right
And then on
next
this
to it
side of it is
is
Asia,
Egypt.
and then it drops down to like Indonesia, and below that is Australia. But so Morocco, you know what got me enticed with Morocco, which I thought was cool. I'm interested in places for culture, food, music, like the typical.
Right.
Why the fuck else when you travel
Right.
places? But celebrities travel to Morocco for this reason, which I thought was dope. If Jay-Z goes to Morocco, you know what he gets to experience?
What?
No one fucking going out of their way to say, yo, what's up, Jay-Z? You can walk down the fucking street and no one says hi to you.
So where's Morocco on that map? Point it out to Ev.
Hold on, let me get a better one.
No, it's good.
No, it's not good. That was not
No, it's
good.
fine. He can point it out. He knows where Morocco is. It's a map of the world.
You can zoom in, but it's the top.
We're on Amazon. Let's buy this map real quick.
So it's the top. It's literally like, so here's Spain, right below that, like this area right here,
So that's the top left. So right to the right of it,
right below Spain.
right to the right of it is Egypt. That was my number 5.
Casablanca was filmed in Morocco.
We can
Have
we
you
can
ever watched that movie?
No.
Of course you haven't. 'Cause
We
that
can-
movie sucks dick.
we can fly there together.
What I'm saying is, Ev, is the fact that like the people.
Look how big Russia is.
Ev, what I'm saying about the people in Morocco is the fact that like they don't give a fuck who you are. Is what I'm saying. So like you could walk in like, yo, I'm fucking
There's
LeBron
Egypt.
James,
It's
and they're
orange.
like, hey,
See
do you
it?
want to buy some fucking
I don't
rice
believe that.
for There's a reason why celebrities go there. The celebrities have been going there for 50 years. For that reason. Believe it.
Yeah, okay.
No,
LeBron
for-
James doesn't walk anywhere.
totally.
Everyone's like, "Oh, do you want some bread?"
No, it's more the culture. The culture believes that like we don't go out of our way to fucking say, "Hey, how you doing? You're famous." It's a different part of society in a different culture in a different part of the world. It just is.
How big Canada is. So.
It's a big country. I'll tell you that. Greenland's big.
I know.
me see that.
I know you don't want to believe me, but that's
Let me
the
see that.
facts.
See that
I
in
mean,
orange?
even if you're right, I believe you.
I would
So
like.
to-
I would like
to
you to
the-
watch the one episode on Netflix. It's like part of Chrissy Teigen and the one Asian dude who's a chef.
See that to the
interesting.
slightly
Jimmy
to the right in orange?
Yes.
Now keep going to the right. Right up to the right. That's Egypt.
Yeah, it
Egypt's that
makes me
small, huh?
nervous that you're next to Libya to go there.
Yeah, well,
Because I'm
I
not
mean,
nervous to
take
go to
some
places
advantage.
that are sketchy, but at the same time, that's very sketchy.
See,
So,
this is all flat,
yours is
though.
Morocco.
I need to see a globe.
so yours is Morocco. Your number 3?
That's number 3, yeah.
My number 3
Why is
is
Greenland so fucking big?
my number 3 because that's how big it is. My number 3 is
Because geographically, that's the size of it.
my number 3 is the summertime in Alaska.
Ooh. I knew you
So-
were going to say that.
No, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't.
So
I like that choice, but I hate the cold so much. Not that it's
Right.
that cold in the summertime. but
exactly.
whatever. But
So
whatever.
and
That's
it's
still fucking-
sunny 24 hours a day. So a lot of people take a cruise to Alaska in the summer. That's part of my goal. If it's a cruise, that's great. If it's not,
Australia
then
is so far away.
so far. That's a 24-hour flight.
That's why it's my number 6. Not going there.
Um,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
but a cruise to
20
Alaska or a flight to Alaska,
Sounds
whatever you
cool.
want to do.
Sounds cool.
It's all green. It's light out 24 hours a day, if not 22 hours a day, depending on the time of the year. But to have that much sun,
Bam.
I'm imagine it being 11:30 at night and it's sunny out.
No, it sounds awesome.
Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Let's hang out. Shut
When's
the
the last
fuck
time you were
up.
out of the country, right?
Never,
Never been out of the country?
clock.
Really?
never.
Really?
Yeah,
You
I
told me
desperately want to.
You told me you.
My family doesn't travel that way.
But you told me you would like to travel, and you told me Kate would like to
I
travel.
would
too.
love to travel, and she
You-
loves to
do
travel
you have
too.
a passport?
I do.
Does Kate have a passport?
She does, and
What
she's
are you
been
doing?
all over the place. She's been through Europe
you
and
have
shit.
Do you have vacation days?
I do,
What are you doing?
but I'm leaving my current job.
Okay. What are you doing
So
next month?
once I leave,
What are you doing?
then we'll worry about traveling. And
What
stuff
are you
like that.
doing?
What are we going to Skype
Book
the
it-
podcast?
Book a trip, bro. What are you doing?
Dude, I would love. I would book a trip fucking anywhere. If you were like, let's go to fucking
Would you?
Russia.
Would you?
All right.
Would you though?
Not, well, I mean,
You don't want to
get
go to Russia, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, I want to go to Russia.
Say something
but-
better than Russia, you know?
How about Alaska in
You
the
sound-
summer?
you sound
That's
like-
my
you
number
sound-
3.
You sound willing, but you also sound like you're like, yeah, definitely, I'll do that.
No, but I haven't had anyone to go with.
Oh, you
First
don't have
off-
your wife to go with it. That's fine.
Now I do.
Oh, right. You
So
got,
she
you
just
haven't
went
dated
to-
her for a while.
She just went to Switzerland with her girlfriends. I wasn't invited, so it's
Yeah,
no big deal.
tough. Still a sore subject.
Damn.
Don't talk about
Switzerland
don't
was
talk
cool. Where'd she go?
about it. She went to like 8
Zurich,
cities.
Lucerne.
It was like 8 cities in Switzerland or something like that.
Yeah.
Switzerland's cool. I mean,
Anyway, Alaska in the summer is my number 3. Ev, you're number
Alright.
3.
All right, man.
We got to get through this eventually.
we don't have to.
Maybe we could take another
We're
hour
here.
and a half or so.
My
here.
number 3 would be Oktoberfest that Joe went to.
Fuck yeah. Let's go, Ev.
All right.
Finish your drink in that mug. After that, it's clean.
He's drank nothing out of that, dude.
Nothing.
Was that from you?
Yeah, I brought it back from
Oh
Munich.
my goodness! Why
brought it from
haven't you
Munich, dude.
drank it out of that mug?
I don't feel like washing it.
I washed it before I came here. I did wash
Oh
it.
my God.
Well, if I pour beer in it, I got to wash it again.
Oh my god, dude! I didn't even realize like you should be drinking out of that
It's all nice,
mug.
dude. I spent a little
Would
bit
you
of money
jerk
on
off in it or something?
I did. I did. Spend
Why are
a
you
little,
fucking prying me to drink out of it?
I did spend a little bit of money on it too. To be honest with you.
It was $37.
$13.99. All right.
Nah, I think it was like $50.
I love it. That's why it's here. No, yeah, I would love to go to Oktoberfest. The way you described it and shit, like that's what I want to do. I want to drink beer. I want to
Yeah.
dress up like a fucking fool.
Yeah, no. If I could pick one for you, that would 100% be one of the ones for you. Like you would enjoy yourself there.
How long's that flight?
To Germany, not far. I mean,
Flying doesn't bother me. I get homesick, is what
the
it is.
the flight from JFK to Europe is not bad.
Like
6
so,
hours.
all right. I
So,
would be in
first
Germany for
off,
2 days.
It's an
I
hour
would
and a
get home-
half to get to JFK.
Yeah, for sure. You need to fly out of JFK because it saves you $400 a flight.
Right. So first off, hour and a half to JFK.
But
Then,
An hour and a half to JFK, New York.
for sure.
But how long would it take us to drive to New York?
an hour and a half.
Right. It's just a matter of
Oh, okay.
right. It's a matter of
It's just getting from
getting
Jersey
to
New York.
that. Right. You can get pretty close to JFK
Flying
in
doesn't
an
bother
hour.
me. I'm not
It's
scared
gonna
of
take you a
planes.
half hour
I
to
get
to.
homesick. So like I would land and all of a sudden like I'd be there and then like Chelsea would be like, "Oh, how's it going?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm okay." And then I see a picture of the baby and her and I'm like,
Oh, well, you're in a different world.
I'd be like,
right
"I got to
now.
get the fuck out of
You're
here."
in a different world right now. You're not flying with your child, so I get
Well,
it.
even when I was yeah.
And how long's the flight? Did you say from JFK to Germany?
Not crazy.
4 hours?
5, 6
5
hours.
hours?
It's as
Not
far.
saying I
it's
wouldn't
as
have
far
fun.
to go from JFK to Europe as it is to go to JFK to the West Coast.
Okay,
Same thing.
so 5 hours.
5, 6 hours. Yeah.
So
So first off, I
How would you
understand
be?
fully when you're like, yo, I have a child.
No, but no,
Right,
like
but how
yeah,
would you be for a 5-hour flight? Be
That's
honest.
what I'm saying. Flying doesn't bother me.
So you'd be fine. I'm just saying, like, I'm not coming at you or anything like that. Like,
Flying
just
doesn't
be
bother
honest.
me.
How would you be for a 5-hour flight?
And you figure it out just like anybody else does. Does
Right.
anybody like a 5-hour flight? No.
No, for sure.
You fucking put
That's-
on Netflix. You put on your fucking podcast.
Five-
whatever, you be
five
fine.
Again,
ain't-
I'm
five ain't
just
that bad.
asking.
Five ain't that
I'm
bad.
not
You're by the time you're getting real sick of it, you're there.
right. I'm just asking. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not trying to attack
Right,
you or
and I'm
anything.
just
like
saying-
that.
You know it's a means to an end. You're like, all right.
And I'm
5
saying, just like anybody else, everyone's like, oh,
You
I
leave
love
at 3, you get there at 8.
Yeah.
5 is not terrible. When
You
you
jerk
start
off
getting
in the
to 10,
bathroom,
12, 14,
hour
that's
3.
when you're like, I'm losing
And
my
then you go
fucking
back, and then you
brains.
jerk off in the bathroom again.
Put on your seatbelt. Like, I can get one real quick. I can
I'm
get
like,
one out
I'm
real
ordering
quick.
my $19 sandwich. Let's go.
So you think you'd be fine getting there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just can't last long.
I believe that I will drag.
Sexually.
I believe that I will.
Hey.
I personally will drag Evan to California before I die. Like just me, like
There's
whether
no
it's with
way
the
I'm not
boys or I believe I will drag Evan to California.
Well, I'll tell you
'Cause
what. He's
everywhere
going
I-
to Denver.
Everywhere I go, I know I'm gonna have fun. I get homesick.
No, I get it, but it's not like we're gonna be there for a month. Like
I like
3
to
days.
Be, here's the thing. My thing is, this is why I hate traveling. I think I figured it out because it's the same thing when I
Did
go to
you?
the shore and when I go to Poconos. Like I like being on a schedule. So
Yeah.
when I'm off my schedule for too long, I don't like that and I get all weirded out. So like if I go on a vacation, even like long weekends sometimes. So I like being on like. Don't get me wrong. I hate to checking in and flying, but I can deal with that. Like if I land and it's me and Chelsea and we're in fucking whatever, we're in Austin, Texas, and we're doing our thing. It's gonna be fun, but like after a couple days, I'm like, I need to get on my schedule. Like I don't like being off.
What
my...
if you had a schedule somewhere else? Like, what if you were going to Austin, Texas, and I was like, this is what we're doing at 9 o'clock. This is what we're doing at 11. This is what we're doing at 12. This is what we're doing at 2. This is what
Because
we're
I
doing.
know it's only temporary.
Okay.
So to me, it's more for like I want my own bed, my own shower,
Yeah.
my own dresser with
Nothing
my
is-
clothes filled in it, my own kitchen, like my
There's
own
nothing
refrigerator.
better than when you get home from like being somewhere and you're just like.
But
I
that's
can't
why
wait
I
to
like short
shower and
trips.
Shit.
That's why I like short trips. So for short trips, 3, 4, 5 days, you're like, by the time you're like, yo, my suitcase is fucking fully of
Dirt.
dirty clothes,
Dirty undies.
the kitchen, dirt underwear. The refrigerator's empty.
Ride
There's
goes
no
with
water.
dirty
Like,
undies.
I'm
Shoulder
ready to go
underwear,
the fuck.
dirt.
I'm ready to go the fuck home. Like I don't want the 8, 9, 10, 12 day vacation. I want the 4 or 5 there, and I'm ready to go
Yeah,
the
I'm a
fuck
long
home.
weekender.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So if I were to take you somewhere where it's like, yo, Ev, we're flying on Thursday, coming home on Monday, I think you would. I think you would enjoy it.
I probably would.
Stop that.
Joe.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2, Bali. Solely because I think it's super pretty, and
Sips.
if you look at Airbnbs in Bali, you can get like a ridiculous villa for like $30 a night. The drawback for me is so this is why I jumped.
So
on
where's
this.
Bali at? For
In-
us inexperienced
Where the
map
fuck is
goers.
Bali?
Indonesia, like below Japan.
So all the way to the right of Asia.
Right, like past. So if you were flying east, you're gonna go past Africa, and you're gonna go like the eastern tip of Asia and south, below China and Japan.
Before the map resets.
And you're gonna hit
and
all
you go
like
back
those
around.
island-looking things, which is like the
Indonesia.
Above or below
islands.
the equator.
Probably like slightly close to, but north of the equator would be Bali. You can get a villa. When I say a villa, like
Over the water, looking down at the fucking coral fish.
Here's the thing. No, not so much that. It's more just like a hut that has like beds, bathrooms, your own in-ground pool, anything you want for $35 a night. But how close is that to anything?
Right.
You might be 45 minutes away from a bar, restaurant, anything. So like that drew me back a little bit from being like, I would love to see it because I think it's gorgeous, but like,
Nev's laughing right now.
well, he's never gonna go. That's why.
Right,
But like,
for sure.
You're probably far away from anything you would possibly ever see. Like I don't know. It could be awesome. I haven't done enough research, but I would love to say I went to Bali.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
No, it's fair. Ev? No. Ev's laughing.
I was like, Game 7 World Series, Boston.
What are we going to deal with Kevin Durant?
A doctor who specializes in skincare has a dream of him falling asleep in front of the TV. Wakes up in front of the TV, but doesn't remember his dream.
My number 2.
Mm-hmm.
My number 2 is the Grand Canyon.
Wow, that sucks.
Seen it.
That sucks.
Came in it.
Flew over that a
Okay.
couple times.
No, I mean, I
I'm
flew
kidding. I just made
over.
all that up.
I flew over it too.
You want to ride through with a donkey? Because that
No.
would be the move, in my opinion.
No, I just want to see it. I don't.
Grand
I mean-
Canyon would be cool. I'm not shitting on you. Go ahead.
So,
Talk about it. Be
Paul
about it.
Bunyan's act.
like I said, here's the thing. I saw Niagara Falls, and when I pulled up to it, I was like, "This is." I had it in my head. This is what I'm expecting to see, and then you see something way better. You're like, "Holy shit, this is fucking wild." It was unfathomable.
Ooh.
Write that down.
No, I know what it means.
I couldn't spell it anyway.
Begins
Evan?
with a U. That's it.
Evan, if we could try out loud, can you try?
What?
Unfathomable.
So
UN unfathomable. Can I get the word of origin, please?
Greek.
UN
it's Greek.
unfathomable.
So
FEL.
I didn't really
Bubble.
realize what was going on. Like we pulled up and I was like, this isn't. It's huge. So to go to somewhere like the Grand Canyon, which is even bigger, like I can't imagine what it looks like. I've seen plenty of pictures, but I want to see it in person to see if that's the same comparison.
And I think living in a country the size of the one we live in, we lose track of how many cool places we can go to within our own country.
For sure.
Because I think-
there's 100.
For me, I didn't even want to put this in mind, but Yellowstone was going to be
For
one
sure.
of mine. Because I think that's
Yellowstone's big
it's
as half
probably
the countries
it's
you already
probably
mentioned.
ridiculous to go to, and you
I
don't
bet
even
you
realize
Yellowstone's
that's
bigger than
within your
Egypt.
own.
Possibly.
Quite possibly.
I'm not sure,
Maybe
but
not.
possibly.
I have no idea, but I think it's probably something.
That's a good guess, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. It might
It's a
or
very
might
good
not
guess,
be.
Evan. It's
It's
very
not
good-
like it's not
Hey,
like
Ev.
it's no fucking shot. You know what I mean?
Because I think it goes
It's
from
a
like
guess.
Montana to Wyoming.
Yeah,
Right,
no.
it's a guess.
No, but
so
there's places like that. Even like cities apart from that, like Boston, Chicago,
Texas is probably big.
Seattle,
Well,
like
if Texas
those
is
are dope
bigger than
places to go.
Egypt,
there's 30 cities in the U.S. that I want to see.
Yeah. That
At
you,
least.
that
At
you
least.
that you won't even choose to go to because you're going to go on another vacation.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Boston,
Yeah.
D.C., Seattle, Portland, fucking Denver, L.A.,
I'm gonna go to
San
Boston.
Diego.
Let's go to Boston.
Like there's so
Go.
many fucking Austin,
Go.
my brother's getting
San
married.
Antonio,
Go.
Miami. Like it's
Go.
My brother's getting married. I was like, "What do you want to do for your bachelor party?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know. It's like a small wedding." He's a big Patriots fan, obviously, but I'm like, "Let's go to Boston,
Why
you
is Bud a
fucking
Patriots
bitch."
fan?
there's
He just loves Tom Brady.
Do you hate him for that?
No.
No?
See, I can't love LeBron and hate Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I hate that people hate on greatness. I'm not a huge Patriots fan, but like,
No.
why would I hate Tom
I
Brady?
don't hate the Patriots, but I mean I don't hate on Tom Brady, but I would hate the Patriots.
Yeah, I don't like I don't like the Patriots because they win all the time. But like, I can't hate Tom Brady if I love LeBron.
Sure.
They're the best. They're
Yeah.
the fucking best.
So there's a ton of cities. Chicago, fucking
I'd go to Chicago.
Oklahoma City,
No, I wouldn't.
Nashville,
No.
Oof.
Miami.
Good barbecue right here.
Like I said, Austin, fucking San Antonio, San Diego, L.A., Portland, San Diego. Did I say that?
I've been
Fucking-
everywhere, man.
Montreal, Vancouver.
I'd
Like
go to
there's,
Montreal. Yo, let's go to Montreal.
there's a fucking million cities in the U.S. and Canada that I want to go to see.
I took French in high school.
That's low on my
in the-
list.
in
Give
the
me
high
3
school.
words you know.
But
Uh-huh.
Don't give me bonjour. What do you know?
bonjour.
I
Go
know
ahead.
Maurice.
Enough said.
Maurice.
Missy quand vous
But there's a fucking million cities in the country that I want to see,
Yeah, definitely.
let alone in Canada.
And that's what I was trying to get with that. It's not just like where you want to go outside the country. It's more like I would like to go to this area of the country to do this thing.
Right. So that's where Grand Canyon came in.
Right. So do you want to ride donkeys there or what?
I kind of just want to see the Grand Canyon.
See it. You want to see it. Okay.
I just want to get to a place that's like they have
Wouldn't it be cool to
areas
see
that are
Mount
like marked
Rushmore,
up.
too?
Yo, do you know I watched an
I think
entire
less
fucking
cool.
documentary on the fact that there's multiple areas in America that are being ruined by Instagram?
What do you mean?
So
Definitely Nashville. and
if
those
you
wings.
can picture on your computer desk when you start up, like let's say you bought a brand new computer and you start your home screen and there's probably like 6 or 7 images to pick from on that home screen for beautiful landscapes.
Right.
Those are real places in the country, right?
For sure.
They are. And when
Yeah,
I say right,
definitely.
I'm eliciting an answer.
Yeah, definitely.
They are. So there's people.
And usually they have the name in the bottom like left.
Sure.
That says.
So,
oh,
for
this is
instance,
the
if I
Grand
can
Canyon.
if I can picture you one that I can remember fully in my mind, one's called like the Sandstone Bend or something. It's something like that. But it's something that's in your profile when you open up a screen, and everyone's trying to go. Basically, everyone's trying to go there to get an Instagram photo, trying to have that behind them and hold their phone up in front of them. And what it's doing is ruining the natural flow of what that monument would be. Because when 1,000 people go there a day, as opposed to 1,500 people go there a day, all the trash, all the foot traffic, all the now we have to put a railing up because people can't get put on this, and it's literally ruining the natural flow of what would be. No,
So that's what they were saying
there's
about.
a Netflix documentary on it. Like it's the people who the chicks who have 200,000 followers who want to have like I'm gonna sit here with my fat
ass, gotta say your
dope-looking ass
fat
up
fucking ass.
and my phone up in the air.
Mm.
Yeah, no, it's great ass. At the same time, that has your phone in front of it and it's looking back behind you, which has the sand, like the fucking.
Dude,
You know what I'm talking. The beautiful shit behind you.
Yeah.
Everything in front of you is 200 people waiting for that photo, and the next 200 people are going to do the same thing, and those 200 people are literally going to ruin this area you're sitting on because 200 people are not used to sitting on the area in nature that you're sitting on, and it's literally ruining the natural ebb and flow of what's happening. There's a Netflix documentary. I don't know.
No, I got you.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
got you. No, I'm with you.
So normally they were trying to say, I forget the name of these things, but like there was one that was like had like average 1 to 150 people per day, and like they said between 2012 and 2015 they bumped from 150 to 1. They bumped from 1 to 150 to like 1,000 to 3,000 per day, and they were like, what we had to do was hire 7 more park and recreations officers and like install trash cans and install like viewing points. They were like, basically it just took away from what this was, and it's not the same thing anymore.
Right.
But what it did essentially Ryan Rickus was ruin the viewpoint to what nature caused to what it is now because of social media.
Right. So it's like
I just talked for so long.
the pyramids that I was talking about earlier. It used to be by itself in the middle of nowhere,
Right.
and now you see pictures of the pyramids, and you're like, "Oh, it's just the pyramids, and they're by themselves, nowhere." Like, but then you see a picture from a drone from the other angle,
Yeah, right.
and it's the pyramids, and then a whole fucking city that's
Right.
next to it.
When did that picture ever exist? Never before.
Right. So
until 2
it's
years
just like the right angle of it that looks like it's in the middle of nowhere. But if you look at it from the other angle, there's a whole fucking city here. So it's the same kind of concept, I think, that so many people coming to the same place trying to make money off of the same thing is turning it into shit.
I don't
It
know,
seems
man.
like. That's what it seems like. Is that what you were saying? That's not what you're saying?
I know that's what I'm saying. Let's keep going.
Totally. Totes.
You got me.
Totes. Did you do your number one?
I think I did too. I did Bali. What do we got to do?
Number one?
Bali was 2 for me. So you're a 2. You're a
Number
2
one.
for you.
Your number.
No,
I did my 2 was Grand Canyon. You did your 2?
2.
Your
How
number
did that
2?
happen?
Did you do your number 2? You fucking
My number
fucking
2
fuck.
is the 16th chapel. Now,
Sistine.
Sistine.
It's
Yeah,
not a
reason you know
number.
where
It's
that
not
is.
15, 16. It's Sistine.
I didn't say 16.
Do you know
Play
where
it back.
I think you fucking did. I'm
Play it
just
back.
saying. No, I mean I'll edit it the way that I want to edit it.
Now, the reason I want to do that is because, one,
You hate.
I hate what?
I don't know.
No, it has nothing to do with religion.
Oh, all right.
Because art to me, like, I always loved art.
Big art guy.
And that is the biggest, like, art piece that you can fucking even imagine. What would be a better thing to say?
No, I agree with you on that. For
The
sure.
Mona Lisa, that fucking
Nah,
two
fuck
by
the Mona- fuck the
that
Mona
fucking
Lisa.
The
that
Mona
fucking 2x4 picture.
Who? Da Vinci
the
dressed
Mona
up in
Lisa?
drag?
Sistine
No.
Chapel, the Sistine Chapel took like 25 years to paint. So I
Well,
understand
yeah,
that.
yeah, he started it, didn't finish it, and all that shit.
Yeah,
But like
no, it took
walking
forever.
into a church and looking up and just being like,
Get your fucking feet out here, Rick.
holy shit!
Bitch,
Like imagine walking into the church
imagine walking in the Sacred Heart.
and looking at that, and you
They're
know
getting
what?
worked by St. Charles.
Like I would
Dog,
make
we never got worked by St. Charles. Like I said, we had me for my grade and TJ for the grade above us. We won every
we can pull charts. We
game.
can pull charts. Let's go back to Ed.
Please.
Let's go pull.
Please, let's pull charts.
Rick.
We won every game.
TJ and Gilbert's better than anybody who ever came through Holy Cross.
Exactly. Done.
I get what you're
Stamp
saying.
it.
I get what you're saying. However, you weren't around back in like '95. We beat
Who's-
them every single year in everything.
Don't say 95. I was
but like,
5.
Yeah, but like
TJ Ligo is very good right now.
yeah,
but-
I'm saying 95 when you were 8, you would get beat up every single day of the week. You're
In-
better
in-
than
in
you're
fighting
better
or
than,
in basketball?
You're better
We
than
saw
you
the
are now
picture.
than from 1998.
Are we talking about Sacred Heart versus St. Charles basketball? St. Charles,
Dog.
St. Charles basketball is better
Dog,
than Sacred Heart.
dog
What are
we
talking
didn't
about?
lose to St. Charles.
Oh my God, let's not talk about this. Can
I
we get
was
back
playing.
into the
I was
fucking
playing
travel
against
aspect of
Alan
this?
Bacco and
You're right.
Mark
you're
Toomas.
You're so good at basketball, dude.
but I had me and TJ. We won. I don't know who you were playing
He's
against.
not wrong.
You're the best team ever, dude.
I don't know who you're older than me, so you were playing against a different group of people.
Yeah, better group. Your
If it
turn.
was a
You
better
said-
group,
said
then you
St. Charles
lost
was a
more.
powerhouse.
Was St. Charles and OLGC was definitely better than Sacred Heart. Always was. It
Don't
was.
say always because you didn't follow it through the years that were after you.
I mean, I retired through
Because
my
100%
career, it was always better.
OLGC had one kid that could shoot threes. If you could cover that kid, guess what? You
lose.
won.
Yeah.
So TJ was always very good. Obviously, kids playing pro ball in Germany. TJ got better through his years. So TJ was
For
not
sure. TJ
was not dominating.
TJ
in
was
fifth grade.
dominant junior year in high school.
Right. So
into
let's
senior
let's
year.
reverse the years that you're talking about.
For sure. So who was he playing against in St. Charles?
No one that was dominating against him.
There you go.
The end.
Right.
So we won.
You didn't.
Yeah, I'm confused.
So TJ wasn't playing against anybody that was dominating him, but we lost?
yeah, I don't get it either.
I'm
So
confused.
it could only be TJ winning games. What you're saying?
No, Gilbert played for you too, right?
Gilbert didn't play for either school.
He was a point guard for hire.
No, he didn't
No.
play. He didn't play CYL.
Didn't exist.
He was too good.
So TJ played. Gilbert didn't play.
TJ was significantly younger. So like he was very good for his age, but he was significantly younger. Like when I played against him, which like
What do you mean significantly younger?
he
You're
played
31. He's 30.
So he played when he played 2 grades below his grade. That he was that good, but at the same time, like he played 2 grades up. Is what I'm saying.
I disagree.
Yeah.
He did.
TJ played his grade.
You're right. What do you want to do, fucking Rick? Pull newspaper articles.
Please, because we
St.
didn't
Charles is
lose.
better,
to
dude.
St.
What do you want me to say?
Who was on St. Charles that played against TJ and me? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm fucking phenomenal, but I'm just saying I was on the same team that TJ was on.
This
I'm just trying to put the pieces together here. Joe's not throwing any
You
names
heard.
out there.
You heard when TJ was on this episode.
Joe's using St. Charles Borromeo, who everybody has a little piece of his bone in their church.
When TJ was on this episode,
Everybody
what'd you
got
say?
a little piece of St. Charles Borromeo in their church, a little piece of that bone.
What'd
He's
you,
not playing.
what'd you,
He's not
what'd you
saying
say
any
when
names.
TJ was on this episode? I was holding his jockstrap. Somebody had to hold it
Uh-huh.
when he was on Sacred Heart.
I would. I mean,
I know Holy Cross never
So you
beat
said
Cinnamon.
you're going to be a possible stockbroker man. What kind of wager? Would
Where
you,
are we going here?
What kind of wager would you have put on that the fact that St. Charles had a better record against Sacred Heart in our years of basketball? Because I'll put it right now.
So
What do you
what's
say-
the, what's
what
the
do you
years?
say when
I
our
can't
years
with the
of
players
basketball?
that you
What's
play
the
with and
year?
I
Hold
play
on,
with.
what years?
I just know
You're
we were
older
better.
than
The
What
end.
years?
You're older
I'm
than
a
me.
grade above you.
You are not one grade above me.
TJ's one grade above us. So
You are two grades above us.
So what's
Okay.
the years? What years are we talking about? 2000.
When I was there, the end.
2005 to 2000.
I don't
I
know
was younger
who
than you.
you played against. You are too many grades above me.
Oh my God, I'm
That I
old.
did
I'm
not.
so old.
You're
Help me,
so
I'm
fucking
poor.
old. It's insane.
But he's younger than Rob. So what's
But
the what's
I'm
the year?
so much more fit right now.
But
God
so much
damn.
more fit than Rob. I'm gonna get him over
No,
here.
than
I'm
you.
gonna text him.
Also than Rob though. Both of you guys.
No, so you are. I didn't play against you in CYO.
Yeah, probably not. That's called right.
You're too many years,
So
which is just two.
I guess I can't even speak to 2 grades below me because I never even balled against it.
Right. Which makes sense.
And
What
you
I
also
can-
have no
what I-
championships in the spring league.
Can you cut that that
No, I'm in charge of cutting, so
that
no,
voice-
we can't cut it.
That
Cut it.
voice message.
Well, you just said because I'm in better shape than you now. I get that, but like I have a championship. Rick has a championship. You don't.
You
I-
know
I
how
wish
much
I had
have to
this
say-
fucking
you know
shit
how much
pulled
I
up.
have to say, which is what's making your mouth water right now.
Fury had a busted ankle. I was on vacation.
If I wasn't there, it doesn't count. For
I mean,
me, it doesn't count.
You were a team captain. That's your fault.
I was on vacation. Booked
Rick
before the
definitely.
trip.
Rick no doubt had the best team
When?
this year, 100%.
Okay,
Your
two-
team. Don't
The
even
first,
bring
the
up your
first
team
year,
this year.
the first year, hands down had the best team.
Who? You?
Yes.
Nah. You lost in the championship. How did you?
Whatever, dude.
I don't get it.
It's done.
I'll just go fuck
If we
myself.
finish top 5, I'm
Yeah.
done with this.
Yeah, definitely can finish the top 5.
Who? What are we on?
My number. No, I already did 2 was my Oktoberfest. So where we at? Oh no, my number 2 was the Tapple.
I did Bali already, number 2.
You're number one, Joe.
Number 1, Joe.
Or number 1?
I gotta poop.
Ooh.
You're goddamn right I did!
Why? I don't
Win
know.
a championship is what you meant to put it.
So this is probably weird to a lot of people, but probably like a lot of mine. I've always said I want to go to an impoverished Asian nation.
Jesus.
Like,
Yeah.
give us an
Vietnam.
example. Okay.
Vietnam is my number 1. You know what sold me on that?
The pygmies.
No, that's the Congo, motherfucker. That's Africa. Jesus fucking Christ. I watched a lot of Anthony Bourdain shows and Parts Unknown. No, seriously, not like I'm like
I hear you.
Joe Rogan, but know what he said? Like he motherfucker traveled more than anyone I know.
Yeah, he was never home.
For sure. And like was a chef, so he knew food, he knew culture and everything. And he said there's nothing better than sitting in this country with these people in a small plastic chair, because like in Vietnam you
Yeah.
literally are sitting in tiny plastic chairs. He's like
Of course.
eating a bowl full of soup that you don't know what it is and having it be delicious, which I love.
Dude,
I love thinking about that. In my
cooking
mind,
for people could not be a better pleasure.
so I
like
love
something
in my
good.
mind. I love thinking about sitting down and having a bowl of soup, not knowing if it's cat, beef,
Ah, who gives a
chicken,
fuck?
pork, whatever it is, and if it's delicious and I finish it, and I walk away and be like, "Damn, it was $1.50."
And that's what-
It was $1.50. I think like, so when I travel, I want to experience culture, food, music, alcohol.
Food and
like,
music's
all
all
those
I'm
all those
interested in.
things like add up to me. It's not just like, oh, the great Instagram picture. Like, no, I want to like
Food and music.
I want to see some shit and do some shit that no one else does. And to me, like, that sounds so fucking cool. And the fact that Anthony Bourdain, who's been fucking everywhere, says like
No, he's dead.
Vietnam is the place that I want to be and experience, really honestly sold it to me. And that's why it's my number one.
I like that.
But
Cooking
like,
a meal for somebody.
people will be like, "Oh, what are you gonna eat? Deer or cat or fucking
Whatever.
lion
I don't
or
care.
whatever?"
I'm an
Cultural.
animal.
It's cultural.
Here's-
What do you mean?
Why would you want to eat those things? And I'm
I'll
like,
eat a fucking raw egg on
I'm
top
like-
of noodles.
if it's good, I'll eat it.
If I put it in
don't-
a bowl in front of you and you ate it and you were like, that was delicious, and then later on you found out that like, oh, by the way, that was kangaroo.
no, that was human.
That was
That
kangaroo.
was
You'd be
human
like,
foot.
Oh,
I'd be like, oh,
shit.
whatever.
All right, I
Like-
want some more human foot.
don't-
I'll tell you that.
Fuck out of here.
My number
love
one.
that.
My number one is
Imagine being Bourdain. Oh,
my number one is Santorini in Greece.
Ooh, like it.
I've heard great things about Greece.
Great things. So it's a combination of beach, water, and mountains, hiking, doing your own thing. But to be able to see both of those things, the fucking white sand beaches and a little bit of travel through the mountains and staying in a house that you can see both of those things, like, it just sounds phenomenal. I don't know of a place that like is better to see. That's a little bit of both.
Sup,
That's,
taking a nap, dog?
it's a little bit of both,
You still going?
but
or?
it seems pretty fun to see
I don't
both
know,
of those
you
things.
still alive? Jesus.
What do you guys think about Santorini in Greece?
Love it. Love
sounds like a great place.
it. I was dead. I was dead.
Boom! You and your friends are dead.
My turn.
It's on this thing, but it's out of battery, I think. So, you just
My number
imagine,
one.
just imagine that I was using that.
My number one would be running with the Bulls in Madrid, Spain.
Love that. I love that, Ev.
I would love to go running with the Bulls.
Would you actually like to do that, though?
Fuck yeah!
So, let me paint you a picture. You hate traveling. Get it. I get it. You don't want to be away from home. You don't want to
No,
fly.
I get
you don't
homesick.
Wanna...
I could make it to
if
Madrid.
you could wake up in the morning.
If I land
and-
there Saturday morning,
No,
run
no,
with
it's
the
not even-
Bulls,
it's not even about the
party
travel.
Saturday, party Sunday, and come home Monday, I'm in.
Cool. All right. Enough said. Like, I'm not even saying you have to be part of the flight. Let's say you wake up, you're there, you fall asleep, you're home.
We dress in white, put the fucking the red thing around us, and we start running down the street as a couple bulls chasing after us.
I have no desire to run away from the Bulls.
Uh-huh.
Like, what's that gonna do? You're like, oh, run away, guys! Oh my God, the Bulls are back there,
Yeah.
and then you're done. Like, that's.
Well, when you say it like that, when it's not fun. But,
You gotta. you gotta.
but when there's a bull up your ass and you're fucking hauling,
What's better is if you sit on a Bosu ball with a fucking typewriter on your lap.
Damn right. Or if you raise your desk a little bit, and then you can ride your bike.
raise them up.
I'm just saying.
Guys, subscribe to the podcast. Give us a rating. Do you love us? Do you hate us?
It's not available, so we can keep going. What's your number one?
Running with the Bulls in Madrid.
We need your 5-1.
My 5-1 is NCAA football, a golf tournament, really, which would be golf, Jesus Christ, Waste Management Open. And then I would like to go to Oktoberfest, the 16th Chapel, and Running with the Bulls.
Mine was easy. Cape Town, South Africa, anywhere. A beach, Italy, Morocco, Bali, Vietnam.
Viet fucking Nam.
Vietnam's your number one.
Good morning, Vietnam.
No, I'll just mute you.
If my
Don't worry
baby's
about
awake because of that, I will stab you to death.
No one heard that.
And then after that, I will eat your body.
it. My number 5 was Egypt. My number 4 was Dubai. My number 3 was the summer in Alaska. My number 2 was the Grand Canyon, and my number 1 was Santorini in Greece.
Guys, subscribe to us. We love you. Give us a rating. The ratings are big. If you want to support the podcast, give us a rating.
Does that matter?
It's huge.
How?
Because that's what the all the companies pay attention to. They want to see that like people are active.
Did it one time.
But people have been writing in, and it's
I
not
would
been
do it
working,
more if
Rod.
I knew it mattered.
I told you, people have been writing in, and nothing's been happening.
Oh, I don't know. Like
Neither do I.
I mean, I guess I got to reach out.
Anyway,
I
let's
don't-
close out this episode. We love you guys, and peace up, A-Town. No music to go out to, but